Hello. Hello. Today is April 8th, 2024, and right now it's like 10:30 p.m. in Korea, but I'm going to be talking about what I did all day yesterday, April 7th. I mean, I can't say I'm not going to do it again, but two musicals in one day. I should have known I don't have the stamina for it anymore. But then again, I mention this all the time. I'm always tired after I see a musical, and so two musicals in one day. I should have known. Okay, I should have assumed, but no, it's okay. It's okay. So I need to start from the beginning. No. Before I get into it, so I still need to talk about I am. So right now it's April 8th, right? And I started listening to his album in the morning of April 4th. So it's been technically 4 days for me since I started listening to his album. And as you guys know, I don't hate it. I give it an 8 out of 10, which is pretty good compared to any of his other albums. So am I sick of it after 4 days? Thankfully, I'm still able to listen to it every single day. So I'm streaming it on Melon every single day. I try to watch his music video every so often. So I'm streaming it like how I usually would with each MX10 comeback. Except this is the first time for an I Am solo album that I am able to stream it this much because I'm very okay with all of these songs so far. And so but I still wonder, surely I'm gonna get sick of it soon, right? I'm not sick of it yet, and that's saying a lot. Okay, that's saying a lot. So something about this album is so unbelievable to me. I mean, you guys already know all my delusional theories, but it's I still can't believe it that I'm still okay with his songs for this album. So anyways, I'm not sick of it yet. But the thing is, I can't listen to this album all day. Like after a while, I'm like, oh, I need to listen to something new. But most of the time, I am still listening to his album, streaming it on the Melon app as much as I can. And yeah, I'm surprised at myself as well. And so who knows? I wonder up until when will I like not want to listen to it anymore. But for now, I still enjoy listening to it. That's number one. Like I'm not forcing myself to listen. I'm actually enjoying to listen to it. So it's it's wild. So I'm just very curious, like how many times have I streamed Lure? Because Lure, I'm trying to stream it more often than the other songs. So this should tell me how many times how many times have I listened to it? But keep in mind, I also listened to it when I fell asleep. But guess what? Guess what? Even when I fell asleep and the song is still playing and I still don't mind that's saying a lot. Okay, just everything about this album is too unbelievable to me. And so, anyways, how many times have I listened to Lure on my Melon app? Don't be surprised. I've listened to it 278 times in 4 days. I'm proud. I'm very proud. Almost 300 times in 4 days. I'm very proud of myself. And so this is just for everyone to know, like this is too unbelievable, but I hope everyone is liking the album as much as me. I hope so. I mean, I'm not in love with this album like I am with like compared to Juhan's album or like even Wano's album. Like I'm not like super high up there of how much I love this album, but this is still the best album I've ever heard from I Am solo ever. So anyways, anyways, hopefully, yeah. We'll see his next albums because he said in an interview that for this album he wanted to try something different. So he did wanted to do that. So that could be why I like it, because I like that he's finally doing something different. But it's still amazing to me that what he did differently is to my preference though. So whatever, I should enjoy it while I can. I don't know what's gonna be the next album. It might, go downhill afterwards. And so let's just enjoy this moment while we have it, that I finally like some of his songs, let alone a whole album. Unbelievable. And then while we're on the topic of I Am, his freaking pop-up store. So number one, I'm sick of pop-up stores. Okay, like it's great, to when my favorite singers do pop-up stores. Of course it is. But at this rate, because of how much trauma I had from the Reason pop-up store, I'm still pretty over it. But then again, the Reason pop-up store was over a year ago. I think it's about time I should go to another MX related pop-up store, right, guys? And so I'm like, whatever. Let's even see if I could even get a time slot. So keep in mind, Gihyun's exhibition before he went to the military, I got 0 time slots. I mean, I tried, the website kept crashing, and I just kept trying, but in the end, once the website started working, all the time slots got taken. I'm like, no surprise. So, I was kind of bummed because it's like his last thing before he enlisted, but I'm like, this is my luck. I still have yet to get an MX concert ticket as well. So I'm just like, I should just get used to it. I'm never going to see anything MX related ever again. Whatever. Okay. And so a few months later, then Seonwoo and Hyungwon do an exhibition for their photo book, right? So I'm like, yeah, I would like to go to the exhibition if possible, but I'm like, we'll see if I even get a time slot, right? And so I tried for them, and the same thing happened again. The crashing of the website, and then once the website started working, all the time slots got taken. I'm like, no surprise. I'm probably never going to see an MX related thing ever again, right? So as time goes on, everyone's enlisting. No new thing is really happening, except it's really lucky that IM does all these festivals where it's so easy to get tickets. Like that's not good luck. It's just anyone can freely get a ticket because it's an outdoor, not outdoor, but like as a festival, everything is standing. Like there's really no limit to it, except maybe I don't know, 10,000, 20,000 people, but they could really hold a lot of people at these festivals. So it's like not good luck at all. But good luck in some sense that the only way I could see an MX related thing is if they do a festival, I guess. So anyways, moving on. So I go to all these festivals, it's totally fine, right? And then comes Seonwoo Musical, right? I couldn't get tickets for March because it was all sold out at the time. But then 2 weeks later, like 30% seats went on sale. And I'm just like, interesting. Okay, so anyway, so I had low expectations as always. I'm most likely not going to see Seonwoo's Musical, right? And I was just going to accept it. But guess what? I'm seeing Seonwoo's Musical 5 times, and we'll talk about that later since this live is all about Seonwoo. So anyways, I somehow this year something is happening that's giving me good luck. And so anyways, moving on. Then back to IM's pop-up store. All right. So the rules about IM's pop-up store is also reserving a time slot. I'm like, of course they would. It's to control, crowds and stuff, and also that we don't have to wait in line to go into the store. Of course they want to do the same thing, do time slots, reserving a time. And so I'm like, okay, let's first see if I can even get a time slot, right? So it opened a few hours ago, and I just go about trying to see if I could even get one. So what happened is that right when it opened at 8 p.m., the website just didn't work. I'm like, I should have expected this, like in some sense, because it's a new website, this B stage thing, and I have done reservations on this website before for other K-pop groups, and overall I always felt like it went okay. So I was expecting IMs, maybe it'll go okay, but still I didn't want to expect I would get a time slot. So anyways, 8 p.m. rolls around, and the website is like just it's terrible. Okay, so I once got to the part where I have to reserve a time, but then it takes me to the homepage. I'm like, should I even keep trying? At some point, and that's when I was tweeting. I was like, of course my bad luck continues. Like I was fully expecting I'm not gonna get a time slot, so I just wanted to vent about it on Twitter, and I'm just like, whatever. And so anyways, I'm still waiting because I want to see at least once the website starts working what happens, So I'm still waiting, and like the website keeps crashing. It says like what is that, like the 505 error, whatever, that 404 error, just the error page comes up. And even when I do get as far as to picking a time, I actually did go as far as that, then it will say, oh, it's not working right now, try later. And I'm just like, no surprise. But anyways, I just keep watching the website and see if anything changes and whatnot. I'm just like, so at some point, I'm just like, my bad luck will continue. Once the website starts working, most likely all the time slots gets taken. So finally, the website starts working 24 minutes later. So I'm looking at the time, it's 8:24 now. And then suddenly suddenly, as the website like kept like not working and crashing on me for the whole 24 minutes, then suddenly one page, so I was doing it multiple times and like doing different times. I was just like, let me just try randomly all the time. And so suddenly it says you can proceed to get this time slot. And I'm just like, excuse me. So it just suddenly happened. Like, like instead of the website crashing, then it suddenly went to the page, you can proceed with this time slot. And I'm just like, excuse me. I was like, am I dreaming? So I see this and I press continue, right? Because it doesn't cost money to reserve a time. It's just reserving a time. So I press continue, I see what happens. And then I get to the next page. It's not crashing for some reason. And it says, you successfully got this time slot. And I'm like, excuse me? So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, is this for real? But the thing is, I didn't even see what time it was because I was just picking random times since it wasn't working for 24 minutes. And so I'm just like I was baffled. And so I go to my order page to see what time slot it was, and it's a time slot that I didn't want. And so I'm like, gosh dang it. But I'm like, no, I'm not gonna cancel it though. Like, I'm so lucky that I got this time slot. I'll just keep this time slot and I'll deal with it later, right? And so when I see this, I'm like, I wonder, could I get more time slots? Like, I want to get the time that I originally wanted. And so at this moment, the website still not crashing. So I go back, I get my desired date and time that I wanted. I click on it, not crashing, still not crashing, and it's proceeding with it. And it says you completed this time slot, and I'm just like, is this really happening? So anyway, so now I got my desired time slot, but now I have two time slots, and I'm just like, is this for real? And so as I'm trying to make sense of all this, but also thinking like should I get another time slot? Because the thing is, I don't know how the purchase of merch is going to be at this pop-up store. They still haven't announced what merchandise they're selling yet. So I'm just thinking to myself, while the website is working and what kind of luck is happening to me right now, let me just get a third time slot just in case. And so out of all the days that I could pick from, I just picked the date that I feel like I will be okay with. And so I did. I went about it, and it said you completed it, and I'm just like, is this really happening? And so at that point, I'm like, no more. I do not need to go to his pop-up store more than 3 times. Okay, so I stopped myself. I'm like, 3 is enough. 3 is a good like number in general, and that's it. Okay, so I have 3 time slots. And the thing is, they limit it where like you can only go once a day. And so my 3 time slots is for 3 different days. And I'm very okay with it. I mean, sadly, this pop-up store is not close to my house. Reason, it was close to my house, but this one is not that close to my house. But it's okay. It's okay. So 3 freaking days, I'll go see Iam's pop-up store, but I still can't believe this. So like, why is my luck so weird this year? So like last year, nothing was happening. Like, did I ever go? No, maybe just one music show. Yeah, I think I only saw them at one music show, Monsta X, I mean, and I think that's it. Now that I think about it. Yeah, and then after Gion enlisted, then I saw only Iam's festival. But again, that's not like luck. I go to his festival. So anyways, I don't know what's going on. This year it's maybe just my lucky time, I guess. Or maybe, in all honesty, maybe I should change my bias to Sean Yu and Iam. But let's talk about that later. And so anyways, so that's the story of what happened with the Iam pop-up store. I am gonna go 3 freaking times. And so I don't want to say what days I'm going yet. You guys will find out later. But the thing is, I'll say just for one of the days, because one of the days I'm gonna go see Sean Yu's musical on this day. And so this is actually one of the days where I wanted to go to Iam's pop-up store if I could, because I always enjoy killing two birds with one stone. Figuratively, not literally. Okay, so anyway, so I'm like, since I'm going to his musical anyway, and it's far away from my house as well, the musical venue, would be great if I could go to this pop-up store first and then right after go to Sean Yu's musical. So on that day is April 17th, right before my birthday. I will go to Iam's pop-up store and then Sean Yu musical right after. So that's at least one of the days to know for now. And then the next 2 days, we shall see. Honestly, maybe I don't need to go. So I wonder if I could cancel my reservation later, but who knows? Who knows? So for now, April 17th will be a busy day for me. The last day before I turn another age. So I'm gonna be very busy, all thanks to Shaunu and I am, but it's okay. So now let me read you guys' comments. Hello, Gian's Undercut. Where have you been? I can't remember the last time you joined the live, but welcome, welcome. Rike, where have you been to? Okay, wait a second. What's going on? Guys, what's going on today? Rike, I legit cannot remember the last time I've seen you. Where have you been? But welcome, girlfriend. Long time no see. How are you? So Rike here says hi. You went to the musical on the 27th. Rike, you were in Korea. This is nuts. Okay, so you went to the musical on the 27th and you don't speak Korean. It's okay. Wait, so you saw the musical, but no, but that's okay. So did you still like enjoy it? Rike, we have a lot to talk about. What are you talking about? Okay, so yes, Rike, I did see it. So the first time I saw it was on March 30th, 3 days after you did. But sadly, on the 27th, I was busy on that day, so there was no way I could see the musical on that day. So the first day I was able to go is on the 30th. Not for Shaunu though, but I saw it for other actors that I wanted to see. And so anyways, yes, I did, girlfriend. And so 1 second. So what's it about? Oh, 1 second, girlfriend. And then Shaunu looked very sexy. Of course he does. Yeah, we'll talk about it in 1 second, Rike. So okay, 1 second. Okay, so Rike says a friend of yours won an in-person fan sign with I am. Wow. What? Wow. I don't want to guess how many albums she bought, but good for her. That is super lucky to even win an in-person fan sign and that your name is not Korean. She's so lucky. For real. So like congrats to her. And she went already to meet I am in person and he's very sweet. Yeah, no, he is. So 1 second. I need to control my facial expression. No, he is a very sweet guy. Yes, he is. To each their own. So I've met I am in person a few times, and he's just a regular guy to me. I mean, every time when I met him, he's just being a very regular guy in my opinion. But he is nice. He is. Let's talk about that later. Okay, so anyways, Rike says that's probably more than I listen to your fave songs. I'm very flattered to hear you say that. So me listening to I Am's Lure almost 300 times now, and I'm sure I'll hit 300 soon. That's more than how much Rike even listens to her fave songs. So she tells me good work as well. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. I hopefully will be one of the few people that's streaming a lot for him on Melon. So yeah, I'm one of them. Hopefully, yeah. Yes. Anyways, but thank you, girlfriend. And then Gian's Undercut. You missed my other lives, but you're rewatching them. Okay. So are you like all up to speed and stuff? And she said she's so glad that I had so much fun seeing the musical. Of course I did. And with I Am's album, yeah. So you're already up to speed. Yeah. And by the way, lure is actually pronounced like cure. I mean, thank you so much for telling me. I was wondering how was I pronouncing it. Even though I'm a native English speaker, I rarely use this word. And so the thing is, I know like when you're luring someone in, so that's how I've been saying it, like lure, right? But then it's pronounced more like cure. So like lore. But then when I say lore, it reminds me of Lore. So I'm like, is that really the correct pronunciation? So I'm not too sure anymore. So sounding like cure. So like lure. Am I saying it? You know what, guys? Don't trust me as an English speaker anymore. I have now lived in Korea for 11 years. Is this believable? I can't even believe it. So I've been in Korea for now 11 years, and I'm gonna turn 34 soon. So it's not half my age yet, but almost, right? And so anyways, yeah, I don't know how my English is going these days, in all honesty. But I mean, I can't say I use Korean a lot. But the thing is, just being in Korea, like I'm exposed to Korea even when I'm not thinking about it. What am I saying? And also my mom's Korean and she speaks to me in Korean. You know what? Never mind. Just always remember my English is not perfect, even though I'm American. And so, anyways, yeah, lure. I don't know. Like I can't say lore. It's okay. I will pronounce it my own way. It's okay. But thank you, Ganzanika, for telling me because I was concerned, like how was I pronouncing it? But then in Korean, the spelling they use in Korean for lure is luo. So like luo, is that like better than lure? Luo? You know what? Don't, I can't, I'm not even a native Korean speaker anyway. So moving on. So Kia says, you're liking IAM's new album. Okay, and you like it better than the last one. Me and Gian Sundercut. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then she said, but you definitely like Lure, which is your fave in this album, and you like it less than Habit. Less than Habit? Huh? Wait. So you still like Habit more than Lure? Is that what you mean? Habit sounds like more your style, so I understand. Yeah. But I'm glad to hear you like it. Like overall, better than the last album. You like the title song. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, but I'm kind of shocked. Like you don't like the other songs in this album more than Lure, because I thought maybe you would like the slower songs more, like EXO or Nobody. So I'm kind of surprised to hear this, that you like Lure more. Interesting. Okay. Excuse me if I need to blow my nose. So Gianzanaka says, can only stay for a bit today. It's okay because you have something to do later. It's okay. I think maybe like you're okay. Don't worry about it. Let me go quicker then. Okay. And then Enrique says, you were low key annoyed that people canceled their tickets, but good for you. You know what? 1 second. Hold on. Sadly, I still have allergies these days. Don't mind me. Okay. So yes, Rike. So I talked about this earlier, how like at first, Sean shows, it was only sold for the March shows, and so those were the first shows to get sold, right? And all the tickets sold out really quickly, and so I didn't even get a chance to get tickets because I was busy when tickets opened on that day. But regardless, because I was busy with my vacation, that I knew I was going to have by the end of March, that there were some shows I couldn't go see of Sean anyway. And so anyways, it all worked out. I couldn't really go to them, but I did see that all of his shows were sold out. And I was like, if this is the case, then maybe I won't have a good chance to see him at future shows. But then 2 weeks later, I always remember what day it was when I checked it. It was 2 weeks later, and then 30% of Shonu's shows of the seats were opened up again. And so what I think happened, Ricky, is not the fans canceling it. I think maybe scalpers, which sadly there's still a lot of them in Korea. I think scalpers first got those tickets thinking they can resell them back at a high price. And so I think that was their plan, except when you cancel a ticket, the longer you wait, the higher the cancellation fee is. And so I think at some point when they were trying to resell it, but no one is buying them, thank goodness, fans don't buy from resellers. So I think when they saw that no fans were buying it and they don't want to lose that money, then they just cancel it before the cancellation fee increases more. And so that's how I think after 2 weeks is what happened. So but some fans could have canceled too, who knows? But because 30% is a lot of the seats just suddenly open up, I was like, makes me think must be resellers. And so don't think too much about it. Also good for me too. If it thankfully not many people are buying from resellers. And also I don't know why there's not a lot of fans watching Shonu's musical, but then again, he's performing so many times. I think only a very, very few amount of fans will want to see all of his musical shows, right? I mean, that's also a lot of money, So I think in general, I think a good thing about K-pop singers doing musicals is that they do so many shows. The venue, I mean, the theater is not small, in my opinion. So I feel like in general, it works out. And so me and Rike were able to get tickets all okay, and I'm thankful as well. But I think if maybe this kind of shows Shawnu's popularity in some sense. I mean, let's be real. If it was a BTS member, but I mean, they're ginormous, as we know. But like, if it was a BTS member instead, every single show would get sold out, of course, But Monsta X is not BTS level, but maybe, I don't know. I still feel like Monsta X is just mid-range level in terms of popularity. Like not super crazy like BTS, but they're not super bad either. So, but regardless, this leads to more tickets available for us and no need to compete about it. That's my hope as well for future MX concerts. I hope I can get a ticket, but you guys know my luck, okay? And then when IM's concert gets announced later, will I even get a ticket? Talk about that later. And so anyways, I just take it for what it is. It's good to me. It's good to me. I don't know what that says about the members' popularity, but it's good for me. If I could easily get a ticket, I much prefer this than them being super popular. I mean, to each their own. But yeah, I really like to not struggle as a fan to see my favorite singers. You guys get me? So that's me being kind of selfish. But I hope you guys get me. So anyways, 5 times. I know, Rika. I'll talk about it in 1 second. Okay, and then Rika says, "Gosh, I hate when a website crashes when you need it." I don't know. Like every single time I go for an MX related thing, the website always crashes. So I'm used to it. But I had good expectations that this website wouldn't be as bad as the other websites I've done to book tickets, but anyways, 24 minutes is not bad given it only took that long for the website to get better. So because I've had worse. I one time, I think with Gian's exhibition, I think I had to wait an hour. Yeah, I think I had to wait an hour before the website started working. And then of course all the time slots were taken. I'm like, no surprise. So anyways, yeah, sadly, Gian is really too popular, and that is a struggle for me, as you guys know. So anyways, so I find it kind of interesting if IM is not as popular as Gihyun. I find that kind of interesting. So anyways, yeah. And Rika, you came back, no worries. Okay. Rika quoting me, and again, I don't find it funny until you guys quote me about it. But she's quoting me, a regular guy. Maybe he changed for the better. You're hilarious, Rika. No. So I met IM in person in 2018, 2019, and then I had a video call with him in 2021, and I haven't talked to him since then. And each time, I mean, he's totally fine. Okay, he's a totally fine person. But I think it comes from him being an introvert. So I can't really speak too much about it because he's such an introvert and I'm a big extrovert, as you guys can see. So the first time I met IM, I felt like he was overwhelmed by me, which is okay. But I mean, at the time when I first met him, I didn't really know him either. But I mean, okay, so TLDR, when I first met Monsta X at a fan sign, I knew about them, but I wasn't really their big fan yet. I just decided to apply to this fan sign because someone told me about it. And I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. And I ended up winning. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to meet these guys like tomorrow. So yeah, it was a very short time when they announced winners and then when the fan sign is. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going. And so anyway, so I go. And then I just try to like remember who they were because I still was just learning about them. So when I first met them for the first time, I didn't really know their personalities. I didn't even know what they did in the group. Like I thought Shawnu was a rapper. Okay, so so that's TLDR. Okay, so when I first met IM, then I didn't really know him. I didn't know he was a rapper. I knew that he kind of knew English, but I didn't know why. So that's just vaguely like as much as I could learn in the short time frame I had when I found out that I went into this fan sign. So anyways, I meet him and I'm just being myself. I'm just like, hi, and then blah blah, and like here's my album and whatnot, and then as the conversation went on, I remember he didn't talk a lot because I think he was overwhelmed by me. So I was talking most of the time, and then he was just like responding either yes or no. That's all I could remember. And at some point, I thought he was funny, but I thought he was funny because he wasn't talking. So I was like laughing at that, and I'm like, "Oh, you're very interesting / fun." That's the Korean word. I think is more to say I think you're fun in an adjective way. Okay. So like you're very entertaining. Let's put it that way, I guess. So I said that to him. I think you're very entertaining. And then he says back to me, why do you think like I'm fun? I didn't even say anything. And I'm like, and I say back to him, I don't know, you're just so fun. Okay. So anyways, yeah, so I remember that was the only like interesting interaction I had with him. But overall he was fine and just normal. So I felt like I was just talking to a normal person. So like he wasn't flirting with me, but then again, I was overwhelming him. And so yeah, no flirting whatsoever. He didn't even ask me any questions. Yeah, I mean, but then again, this was in 2018. So I was 27 at the time and he was 21. Yeah, he was so young. Okay, so anyways, no. Sorry, he was 22. He was 22 because my birthday didn't pass yet. Okay. He was 22. I was 27. yeah, he was still so young, and like he didn't know like what to do. Okay, so anyways, so then moving on. So like after I met him a few more times, then in the recent in-person fan sign I had with him, he was more familiar with me, and I think he like got used to me, and so it was very like just normal, and like just I the best thing I could say about it is that it was just felt like such a normal conversation. That's what I mean by like him being a regular guy. It's not an insult or a compliment. It's just I always felt like I talked to just a regular person. And I still don't think he ever flirted with me. So like, I never got any like kind of like fan service. I never did or like needed something where like he showed I don't know being like super nice or friendly. I don't know. It just always felt very normal. So anyways, that's all I mean by that. But we are not here to talk about I am. I'm so sorry. Even though I wanted to talk a little about I am, but right now we're 30 minutes in. We gotta talk about Shaunu. So sorry. But anyways, Rike. So the thing is, sorry, let me just conclude this. So the thing is, from what I've seen of I am from fan cams, recent fan signs of his, and even the video calls he does, he seems like more what's the word? He seems more comfortable. Yeah, he seems more comfortable and like yeah, he seems really flirtatious, at least the ones that I've seen of the fan cams and stuff, and like that shows he's very comfortable, right, to like show this like flirtatious side. But I don't know if that's really him. I don't know, but regardless, I can believe like your friend had a good time, and like just I am being himself, and like making the girls like him. I mean, I feel like he's like a pro at it at this rate, right? And so yeah, that's great. And so I don't plan to ever apply to any of his fan sign unless I could like win with 2 albums, which is impossible. So no thank you. He's his There's nothing I want to talk to him, and like I don't want to spend money on that. So anyways, if ever I luckily ever get to talk to him again, I'll let you guys know. But I don't see that in our future, and I wonder would he talk differently, but I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I mean, I wonder if he would still remember me, and so I'm just like I don't want to go in with expectation that he would remember me. So anyways, I'm good. Okay, so that's basically it. I'm okay. I still am his fan. I still love him, but I have no desire to ever want to talk or meet him again. So anyway, so that's in conclusion. I'm sure these days when he's talking to fans is really great. I'm sure it is. And I just speak from my past experiences. I just had very normal interaction with him. But I like that I had normal interaction with him. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be what's the word? I wouldn't really enjoy his flirting with me anyway. So I really do think that how our interactions went, just like a normal conversation between just two regular people, I was very okay with it. So let's go. So sorry. Okay, hello again. Hello. And then Rike says, I like musicals in general, and Shaunu's musical was nice. They had great singers. Yeah. And Monbebes were sitting around me, and everyone was holding their breath when he kissed Natasha. I know. So I wonder, why do you put that in quotes? Like, do you think he really kissed her? I don't know, honestly. So I'm always looking at that every time when I go see the musical. It confuses me whether that kiss is real or not. But anyways, I'm glad you like musicals in general. So that means you most likely had a good time. And then overall, even though you didn't understand what was going on, the singing was good. Yeah. The other actors, like they're really really good singers. And then you're around other Monbebes, and so you guys were like able to react together. That's really nice. I'm glad you had a good time. Would have been great if we could have met in Korea. That would have been hilarious. But destiny didn't happen that way. It's okay. But yeah, I have so many thoughts about this musical. So 1 second. Hopefully, Rika, you can chat with me for like the next hour or two. Okay, so 1 second. Gian Zanaka says, you can usually use Google Translate and just type in lure on the English side, and there's a function that lets the computer or phone say it out loud. Okay, and but she also tells me it's okay, just pronounce it how you want. Yeah. I mean, okay, let me hear what Google tells me. 1 second. Let me hear this. Oh. Lure. Really? Okay. So that pronunciation, which I think of that as Lore. So I guess Lore, which is a real word, right? Isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, okay. So that pronunciation, which is lore, but it's also the same pronunciation as Lure. English is so complicated. I really hate the English language, but I'm glad it's my native language because I don't know how people can learn it because it's so difficult. And so anyways, oh interesting. And I never knew this. And in my 33 years of life, I never knew Lure correct pronunciation is actually lore. Really? Interesting. But thank you, Kansas, for telling me because I was wondering. But then I should have just Googled it. But I don't know. Am I really a millennial? Why didn't I think to Google it either? So, anyways, lure. I will get used to it eventually. I think I will. The correct pronunciation being lore. I think I might get used to it, but if not, if I keep pronouncing it as lur, yeah, I'll just pronounce it my own way. As long as you guys understand me, that's all that matters. Okay. Hilarious. Anyways, I hate the English language. It's okay. Rike says also the stage was new for you. I know, wasn't the stage so cool? They look different in the big theaters than in Germany. Okay. The musical was way more interactive. And also people sitting so close. I know so much to say, Rike. 1 second. Oh my gosh, dude, I always have seasonal allergies. Yes, because oh my gosh, Rike, don't even get me started. So all of March, even though it was technically the start of spring, I didn't really have allergies when I was traveling around. But once my brother left Korea, the trees started blooming because I was like, how come suddenly all my allergies are starting right now, right after my brother leaves? But then again, that might have been good timing. But yeah, so I've been having bad allergies ever since almost 2 weeks now. Yeah. So I just have to wait for all this blooming to stop. But the thing is, it was super bad last week. I was like constantly sneezing. And so I'm really glad I'm not constantly sneezing anymore. But just sadly, just boogers just keep forming inside my sinuses, and what can we do? So I'm always so confused. How come no one else in Korea has allergies? Or maybe they're not showing it, but very few people are wearing masks these days. But what can we do? So anyways, very few people wearing masks, but everyone is like not sneezing, not sniffling. I'm just like, is it really not that common to have seasonal allergies? But yeah, so I'm always wearing a mask no matter what. I just don't ever want to get sick. So I'm always wearing a mask, but then when I'm wearing a mask, it also lessens my allergies since I'm not sniffling the pollen and stuff. And so yeah, so I'm happy to still have to wear a mask regardless, but just made me curious since I don't see anyone else having allergies around me, and I'm just like, lucky you. But anyways, me and Rike, you relate with me, and you're still dying. No. I hope that you're hopefully getting better, but then again, I don't know how the pollen is in your area. But yeah, I feel you. But I'm at least getting better, but I'm still sniffling, so yeah, don't mind me. Okay, anyways, Games Anarcha says overall I like this album better because you like the songs in their entirety better, but you like Habit better than Lure, and I only really like Lure, and the rest of the songs are just okay for you. That is shocking to hear. Interesting. Because since you like Habit so much, and some of the other songs in this album reminds me of Habit, so I'm very surprised to hear that. Wow. But Lure being the title song, I'm glad you like that the most. All right. So that's all good. But Habit is a special place in your heart, which is very interesting. I'm still not a fan of Habit. Like I definitely like it more after I heard it sung live, but I'm still not a fan. But it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, me and Kian's Undercut, we have like same taste in music, yet not really, but it's okay. But continues to say how much he loves Habit. I think he even said like Habit is a masterpiece. I'm like, okay, so it's okay. But then Kian's Undercut agrees with him, of course. But yeah, I'm still not a huge fan of it. But I can tolerate it. I think that's the best I could say about his older music, even though it's really like I'm not ever gonna go listen to them on my own, like ever. That's how much I really don't like his previous songs, but I can just at least tolerate it when I hear it sung to me live. Yeah, but Flowered is the only one that I would sometimes want to listen on my own, but I definitely cannot listen to Flowered all day. But this album, I can listen to it all day and still have no issue. So it's just really crazy. Something about this album is really crazy, but I'm glad finally it suits my preference, and yeah, so I'm gonna keep promoting and supporting this album as much as I can, given it's the only album so far of IM's that I could support and not feel like I'm forcing myself to, So anyways, interesting. But anyways, Games on a good to know. And then yeah, Scalper's girlfriend. Yeah, yeah. So you got your ticket a few days after the release date. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I wonder when did those seats open up? But yeah, but I didn't check until 2 weeks later. But I was wondering if it opened up earlier than that. And so yeah, so a few days after the release date and then more seats open up. Yeah, I could believe that too. That's when the cancellation fee would increase after a week or so. So good to know. Good to know. Yeah. But yeah, I couldn't see any of his March shows. So but it's okay. It's okay. But anyways, good to know. And then yes, and you want yeah, of course I want MX to be popular. Of course. But there's always a pro and con to everything. It's great to be popular, but hard for the rest of us, right? So I don't know. I mean, if they do get more popular, I hope that means they could have even bigger venues. So then hopefully we don't have to struggle to get tickets. I don't know. It's still pros and cons. But for now, I have yet to go see MX concert in person since 2019. I mean, because of the pandemic, I couldn't go, but then even when I wanted to try and get a ticket for finally when I could go, I can never get a ticket. And I'm just like, yeah, just my bad luck. And so, anyways, I don't know. So yeah, so there's always pros and cons to everything. But I hope I will see them in concert eventually, just not now, but hopefully. But anyways, for now, I'm seeing Shawnee 5 freaking times. I have seen IAM's festival 4 times already, and I'm gonna see his fifth festival in June, and then we'll see if I could even go to his concert. And so yeah, so for now, I really wonder, should I change my bias to Shawnee and IAM? But I know it's not gonna be possible. But 1 second on that. Rike says also happy Jonghyun Day. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I remember you liking Shiny too, right? That's right. That's right. That's right. So I know Jonghyun's birthday is April 8th. I knew that, but today I was working so much, and so I actually never had it cross my mind that today April 8th is his birthday. But I know his birthday is April 8th because it's 10 days before my birthday. How did I not think about him all day? But it's okay. It's okay, when busy days happen, you forget. But anyways, thank you for telling me. Yeah, thank you for telling me before April 8th is over here in Korea. Happy birthday to Jonghyun. Yeah, I still think about him, even though I forgot his birthday today, but I still think about him. And yeah. So anyways, thank you, Rike, for reminding me. So happy Jonghyun Day, everyone, too. Yeah, yeah. He's born the same year as me, by the way. So he just will always have a special place in my heart. Rike says I tried to go to the 17 concert in Incheon, and you had 200,000 people in front of you, and the website crashed. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So I did see 17 concert in Incheon, like an ad for it. So I was like, what? I didn't know 17 was already gonna do concerts these days. Like I mean, I was like wondering what they were gonna do. I mean, concerning they should be like getting ready for enlistment soon, but I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but I guess it makes sense. They want to do a world tour first before the members one by one go to the military, right? So, anyways, I was very surprised about that. And so that Incheon venue is huge. It's huge, but 17 should have a huge venue like that. So I was wondering how tickets were, but Rike, if you couldn't even get a ticket and there was 200,000 people in front of you, never mind, girlfriend. I mean, I hope they go to Europe. Aren't they going to go to Europe? They better be, right? And then I thought I saw in the ad they were also going to do a concert in Seoul later, but I'm sure all the tickets are sold out already. But yeah, if 17 are so popular that even one of the biggest venues in Korea and they can still sell it out like crazy, yeah. But good for them. I'm always proud of all the K-pop groups' popularity, but of course it's hard if people can't get their tickets. But I always hope for good luck for everyone eventually. One day, one day. Oh yeah, so Rike says, or maybe your friend, when she met I am, just vibes better with him. That's totally possible. Totally possible. And you think that they're similar. Okay, yeah, and being introvert, that totally makes sense. I can believe when two introverts meet together, they vibe better and then they like feel each other like atmosphere better. Totally, totally. So I speak as a pretty like E person, extroverted person definitely a different vibe with I am. But the thing is, I am eventually got comfortable with me. And so, like, I remember at one fan site, he actually asked me questions about myself, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting. And so he is friendly. I did feel it. Yeah, but I mean, still, I didn't feel more than that. He was just a regular guy, and but I appreciate meeting him like a regular person for real. But yeah, but I can't say more than that. But of course, he's great. Okay, of course he's great. But I definitely don't like what's the word? I don't what's the word? I don't praise him a lot because I don't feel like there's a lot to praise about. I mean, I just like that he's down to earth and he's regular, right? And I think that's great as a K-pop singer. Isn't that nice? So I really say it as a compliment, even though it doesn't seem like a compliment, but that's all I can say. I mean, I can't say I had an amazing experience talking with I am, you know what I'm saying? But I still enjoyed that I just had a regular conversation with him. But all the MX guys, I felt like I was talking to all of them like a regular person. Just with Gion was a more impact on me, but that's a story for another time. But every one of them was so nice to me. Very, very good memories with each member that I've talked with for sure. But I am is definitely the one that's like most regular to me. Yeah, out of everyone, he was most regular. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But again, not a bad thing. Okay, so anyways, um, okay, you go, buddy. Gianzana, hopefully see you next time. Bye, bye, bye. Lou. Okay, so I haven't talked about Shauna Toll yet, but I hope you're here for at least this. I am talking for now. So you just picked up a bagel and cream cheese, no London bagel. I need to try that London bagel one day. So, anyways, enjoy your bagel this is not tea chatting, but it's like tea chatting. And so, anyways, chat away with me. Rike says it's nice to see all the people from the lives back in the days when you joined the lives too. Rike, again, long time no see, so I'm glad you're seeing familiar faces here. Nice. Lulu says, me going to a fan sign and not knowing the group I is as hilarious as people going to a movie screening and know nothing about the movie. I know. Like legit, I wasn't expecting to win. I just decided to apply just for the heck of it. And I didn't really know them, but I was like, let's go ahead and try. It was just weird luck. But at the end of the day, because of this fan sign that I magically won into, it made me a Monbebe from that day on. So all things happen for a reason. It's okay. But definitely is really funny. I still feel weird saying that I went into a fan sign when I didn't really know them that well. But all things happen for a reason. Maybe it was good that I didn't really know them because I got to talk to them like very, I don't know, but I felt like I talked to them very, because I wasn't acting like their fan. I was just talking to them like regular people. I was like, hi, what's up? Like here's my album, so it was just like very normal talking. But from this normal talking, they really impressed me, like just normally talking with me. So it's all thanks to them. No matter what, all thanks to them that I became their fan. Like I'm so glad they talked to me so normally and well received. Like even though I clearly didn't really show I'm a fan, you guys get me, but they still treated me really well and technically lured me in to be their fan. So yeah, it's all thanks to them. So it's okay. In the end, all worked out. Okay, so anyways, um Rike says, I am seems very smooth. Yeah. Yeah, he's a smooth. Yeah, okay. And then Lulu says, I am eating up the love and being adorable indeed. Sure. And then Rike says, let me tell you, she only applied with a few albums. Get out of here. Really? And she won with an English name? I find that really hard to believe. Really? Are you kidding me? Really? Oh, I still find that really hard to believe. I think she got super duper lucky because it's really so hard for an English name to win into a Korean fan sign because I know IM has a lot of Korean fans. So the store will always want more Korean fans to win than English names to win. But she only won with only a few albums. It's really, really shocking to me. It still doesn't make me want to apply. I still don't want to apply to his fan sign, but yeah, no. All my money is going into this musical. It's okay. All right. So anyways, Rike says, so I was sitting in the back, and in your opinion, they didn't kiss? One second. And then Lulu says, I think that pronunciation is US English lore. Yeah. It is. When I looked it up on Google, it says the American pronunciation. And that's the audio you guys heard. The American pronunciation by Google lore. Yeah, yeah. UK pronunciation is similar to the French word lure. One second, one second. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Where's the British pronunciation? Oh, uh, okay. Google does not have British, but I could find it on YouTube.
Lure.
Oh, lure. I'm so sorry. So sorry to any British people out there. Lure. Wow, I can't even copy it.
Lure.
Wow, that's crazy. Like lure. Oh my gosh, I can't even. But I call it lure. So maybe it's a mix of British and American. Anyways, but like lore still feels weird to me, even though that's the correct American pronunciation. But yeah, that feels weird to me. I feel more comfortable calling it lure, which is yeah, it's kind of similar to the British one, right? Anyways, I shouldn't try to do a British accent. So, anyways, Rike, finally, and Lou, anyone, and finally, let's talk about the musical, aka Shonatol. But I also have a lion emoji in my title, if you can see it, is to represent Leo. So I'm gonna talk about Leo Natal in this live as well. So, oh my goodness, yesterday I saw two musicals in one day. So it was my second time to see Shonu and my second time to see Leo as Anatole as well. So if you guys don't know Leo, he's from VIX, but as far as I know, I think VIX is not a group anymore. I don't know what happened. So anyways, he was in VIX and now he's more like a solo artist, but he also does a lot of musicals. Like his first musical, I think, was 2014, 2015. So he's an expert. Okay, he's an expert. He's done musicals for so long, but keep in mind he is the main vocalist of VIX. So he's always known for singing well. So keep this in mind. Leo is really amazing singer and lots of experience doing musicals. So anyways, I go in with expectations that Leo will always do amazing, and he always does. But before I talk about Leo, so I go see Shonu a second time. So I always plan to see Shonu more than once, and so how it came to be that I'm gonna see him 5 times, it just happened, you know. So what happened? I found a good Comet seat for one of his shows that will be in May, so I got that. And then randomly they do a 20% off sale, so I'm like, I better take advantage of it. I bought 3 tickets at 20% off. One thing led to another. I'm seeing Shawnee 5 times, but in all honesty, I most likely will see him more than 5. And so for now, I have seen him 2 times so far. So the one that I saw yesterday was my second time to see him. So the first time I saw him, I talked about it in my last live. It was April 3rd show. So you guys can like hear all my review, like seeing and hearing him for the first time. So the second time now, so seeing him a second time. And also my view this time is from the balcony. Last time was from the Comet, but I was like near the backish of the Comet area, but still it was really great seeing it on the stage. I really don't regret it at all, but definitely there are so many parts of the musical you miss when you're on the stage. And so now from the balcony, my first time seeing from the balcony, I see the full stage super clearly. I was really so impressed. I really thought I would be like looking down at the stage since I'm at a balcony, but this balcony is not that high. And I was able to look straight forward and see the whole stage as it is. Like I'm not bird's eye view or anything. And also, I was only like maybe one level above the first floor seats, you know, right below. I'm just like, this is so much more worth it, and it's way cheaper than a first floor seat. I'm like, this is too worth it to do a balcony seat. It's really way, way, way more worth it. So, anyways, I'm seeing the full stage as it is, and first time to see Shonu like doing this full stage. So I felt like I was seeing it for the first time again. But as I was seeing it for the first time again, I at least know what songs to expect when Shonu will appear and the story, blah blah. And so as I'm still going about it, so first off, his hair changed, and so I didn't realize this until like a quarter way into the musical, because I was thinking, oh, how come Shonu looks more handsome today? But I was thinking maybe because from the balcony, maybe this is why I think he looks more handsome, like than the first time I saw him. But then as I was looking back into my memory, like wondering why does he look more handsome today, then I just realized, hold on, is his hair black? But the thing is, I didn't really notice it was black because it's not like jet black or anything. So I at the time I still thought his hair was like dark brown, like not light brown. I mean, his hair was like getting darkish brown as the days went on. So I assumed it was still dark brown, but then something in me said no. I think his hair is black. And so once he finally came on stage and then I tried to see his hair more closely, it does look black, but not really at the same time. So I was like really, really confused. Like, is it just dark brown or is it really black? So fast forward. So Shonu, when he exits the venue and all the fans are there waiting for him, fans told him, "Oh, you look really good with black hair," and then he said, "Oh, it's toned down." Well, it's toned down, but I believe he means like I didn't dye it black because it doesn't look jet black to me. Yeah, so he did something to his hair to tone it down, but it's still partially brown. That's what it makes me think of what he means of some kind of tone down. And so, anyways, so maybe we might see him still with brown hair later. But yeah, I do want to believe. Yeah, it doesn't look like his normal black hair, if that makes sense. Like it's not jet black. You guys get me? But once he has jet black hair, I'm sure he's gonna look even more handsome. And so this is just my preference. He's still handsome with brown hair. I talk about this in the last live. He's still handsome. I just call that like normal handsome. Like that's how he usually looks like, just always this kind of handsome, But I always feel like he looks the most handsome with black hair. I wanted to believe that. So I was wondering if ever I see him in a musical show with black hair, I would like to believe he looks more handsome. And indeed, even though it was quote unquote toned down, but still, just because it doesn't look brown to me, he really looks so much more handsome. So just wanted to let you guys know he's more handsome with black hair. But he's still a normal handsome, but yeah, black hair for the win. And so anyways, moving on, he looks great and his singing is still fine. So I always say this all the time. Like I appreciate hearing him sing like a musical actor, which sounds so different from his K-pop singing, but it's not amazing. It's not amazing, but it's like something new and I still appreciate hearing him sing that way, but it definitely like doesn't wow me or anything. And I want to believe most people would agree he's not super amazing, but it's just fine. That's the best review I could say about his singing. Is totally fine, not amazing, but it's it's just fine. And so moving on, he's doing the same thing like he did the first show, just the regular silly things, and the going by the script, like everything in general going about the same. But now let's talk about this kiss scene. So I've seen this kiss scene 4 times now. All right. That's so silly to say, but it's true. I've seen it 4 times now. 2 with Leo, 2 with Shonu. Okay, so even seeing the kiss scene with 2 different actors, I find it crazy that the kiss scene looks exactly the same even when the actors are different. So Rike, if you say like you don't, but so here's my feeling about it, because when I see them go for the kiss, it looks like their face are touching each other. It does, right? Rike, let me know what you think. But I see their faces touch each other, right? But I can't say, did their lips really touch? I don't know. So I just see like I mean, they could have, but the thing is, if only I could be like closer. Maybe I should get a first floor just to see it closer. But yeah, I just remember like their faces do touch, but I can't say was it so anyway, so I see them, the face touching, right? And then the lights get dark. I mean, it makes me curious. Why do you dim the lights? So they dim the lights, so we only see their silhouettes, right? And what happens during this time? They're not making out. They're not like moving around like that. They're not at all. So what happens is that they touch face, right? And then the lights get dark, and then they move 1 second. So like I don't even know how to explain it, but like just imagine like if you're hugging the person like this and then you just move like this. Okay, so they move 1 second. this happens every time. Leo, Shanu, each time they do the same movement. It's like they're doing a choreography, you know? So they do, each time they do the same movement. After they do this movement, it's no moving. Okay, there's nothing moving. And then we see them break apart the kiss, but you don't hear anything. I still talk about this. Like, if they did really kiss and they let go of the kiss, shouldn't we hear something? But I do 4 shows already. I never hear anything. It's complete silence. So I'm just like, what is going on in this kiss choreography? It's wild because it does look like their faces touch each other's though, but I can't say did their lips really touch each other. That's the thing. I can't really say that. It fascinates me. And not hearing any kind of kissing sound even when they break apart, that really fascinates me. So I want to believe in how each time when I see this kiss scene, even with a different actor, is exactly the same time. The length of time exactly the same. The positioning, the movement exactly the same. You know, and like also I never hear anything from the entire kiss scene. It's complete silence. So I have suspicions. Yeah, just like with Rike, I have suspicions. Maybe it's a very, very well choreographed kiss scene where they make it look real, but it's really not. But I mean, I'm still confused because I see their faces touch. That's what confused me. Like could you really touch faces and make it look like you're not really kissing them? Like, are you like kissing them here, maybe? Is that what happened? Maybe they're just kissing each other very close to the lips, but it's not really the lips. Is that possible? I guess so. I mean, have any of you guys ever fake kissed before? I can't say I have. So if you guys think it's possible, can like what do you guys think? But I still find it so confusing because their faces do touch. But yeah, I wonder if maybe it's just here, maybe. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. And so anyways, that's Rika. That's how I feel about the kiss scene as well. And also, yeah, after seeing it 4 different times, it each time is exactly the same. So people saying it lasts like 15 seconds, it lasts like 5 to 7 seconds maximum. And they're not really kissing for that whole entire time anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, not something to really think about. They're not making out, they're not moving a lot while kissing. It's really a well choreographed kiss scene. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah. So anyway, so moving on, Shanu is doing completely fine. He's the same as ever. Nothing new really happened, like him making a mistake or something silly happens. Like he's still like dancing. This is at Balaga, Balaga. So he's still dancing like normally, just having fun, and like he does like certain movements that's like very Shanu of him. So I like to see that he's just Shanu being Shanu, but it's not Shanu being Anatole. So I'll talk about that in 1 second. So we see Shanu be Shanu most of the time, and I'm very okay with that because I love him being himself. But I'm definitely not seeing him do a great performance of Anatole. Like I never really see Anatole through him. You guys get me? Like oh, I have to talk about that later. And so anyways, when I see this musical of Shanu, I see Shanu being Shanu, and I still like it. All right. But people who are not fans of Shanu, maybe they wouldn't really like it. You know what I'm saying? But I like it because I like him. And so anyways, as he's like being silly and like dancing around. And so the thing that he always does differently is during that one shot scene, he always ad libs like something different, which is very impressive in my opinion. He's done a lot of shows by now, and like each time doing something different, I think is very impressive. So this time as well, he does something different, but sadly I couldn't hear him well. I think that's because from the balcony I couldn't hear him well. And so anyways, but I assumed I heard him correctly. So I thought he said at first, while holding his shot glass, it's like, who here wants to drink with me? And so many people in the audience raised their hand. I didn't because I was thinking, I'm okay, I don't really want to drink with you. And so I don't raise my hand. And then after he says that, then he pauses looking at how many people raised their hand, and then he says, let's go. And so he said, let's go, and then downs it. And so I assumed that I understood it correctly, right? And then that's why he said, let's go, and then downs it. But then after he downs it, then he said, blah, 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 and then pointing to the side, but I couldn't hear him at all. It was like a whisper, in my opinion. It was like a whisper and like blurred, I really could not make out what he said, but I just saw him point to the side, and I was just like, okay. But then I find out later, because thank you Korean fans who can hear better than me and they're native Korean speakers, they wrote out what he said, and I find out I heard him incorrectly. Of course I would. And so what he really said was, who here wants to leave with me? I'm like, did he really say that? So yeah, for some reason, while holding his shot glass, he's like, who here wants to leave, leave this place with me? I mean, maybe he's being like Anatole, being like a womanizer, maybe, but I felt like that was like also maybe kind of like Shawnu as well. I don't know. But I was very, very surprised when I read that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, did he really say that? So, and then that's why many people raise their hand, not because they want to drink with him, but they want to leave with him. And so regardless, I don't think I would have raised my hand. I'm like, I'm good, Sean. So anyways, so yeah, so he looks around, at how many people want to leave with him, and then he says, "Let's go," and that also makes sense why he said, "Let's go," like let's go, leave together, and then he downs it, right? And after he downs it, he points to something, right? And so that Korean fan wrote out what he said. So he points to the side, and he said, later the exit is that way. So like, because of like leaving together with him, like later we're gonna exit out of that way. That's basically what he was saying. What a womanizer, right? I think that's kind of like a womanizer move kind of feeling, but if I still feel like that's like more Shawnu than Anatole, kind of, right? Because in this scene, like he's showing he's in love with Natasha. So like, why suddenly he wants to leave with us? Like, excuse me. So I feel like it's more Shawnu than Anatole, And so anyway, so that was the ad lib for the show yesterday. And then after that, there was like some more ad-libs that he does with the Dolokhov actor. And so I don't know if they do this every single time, but like Dolokhov was talking with Shawnu, quote unquote Shawnu. He's like, hey, I want some drink too. Do you have any drink with me? And then Shawnu says, no, there's nothing here. But he says it, not sings it. And so that's why I think maybe that was an ad-lib. And so him and that Dolokhov actor, like, what's the word? Play off of each other, which I thought was cute. And so anyways, so yeah, so there was that kind of thing that happened, but I thought they said something more, but I forgot. Yeah. And then okay, the thing is that this part of the scene, like Anatole is supposed to act like he's cold, but we see Shawnu is like hot and sweaty. And so I still think that's kind of funny. So yeah, so the Dolokhov actor, he like wipes off some of his sweat or something. He's like, oh, what is this? And so he's sweating, right? Shawnu is sweating, and then Dolokhov like wipes off some of his sweat. But then the scene goes into getting like a furry like scarf from a violinist. I don't know why, but that's in the script of The Great Comet. I don't know why. And so they're saying like, like Anatole is cold, and so like needs this like furry scarf to go kidnap Natasha. I don't know. We'll talk about the story in 1 second. And so anyway, so this furry scarf, and like Anatole is supposed to act like he's cold, but we see Shawnu is like freaking sweating and like, obviously really hot. So I just think that's really funny. Like, there's no way they could act like they're cold, but they have to for the script, And so just thought that was funny. And anyways, yeah, so they're moving on with the rest of the musical. Everything just totally normal and fine. Yeah. But then there was stuff that happened with Shawnu, not with Anatole. His character. So I need to talk about that in 1 second. So first, I need to rant about this Natasha actress. So do you guys remember the girl Subin, right? So she's from Cosmic Girls, and she's the third in line Natasha actress. So I do believe this is her first time in a musical, and I personally, every time when I see her in Cosmic Girls, I'm never impressed with her. Like, her singing is okay, but I was never impressed with her. So I feel like most likely she's not going to impress me in this musical. But I go see this show only for Shawnu, and I'm like, you know what? I should give Subin a chance before I really like roast her, So I'm like, okay, I'll give her a shot. Let's see. And so I see that show yesterday. I'm really, really not her fan. Now, some people might be her fan, might like the way that she sings, so be it. But I have confirmed it finally because I saw a whole musical of Subin being Natasha. She is really, really not impressive. So number one, she sings fine. Like, she sings as like a musical actor. So this is my first time hearing her sing like that. And she sings fine. I mean, just like how I say like how Shawnu sings fine. Subin is a little bit better than Shawnu, but it's still not impressive. not impressive to me. So she sings fine, all right. Now the second thing, she's a terrible actor. So the whole time when she's performing as Natasha, I wanted to see anything, to impress me, like, like you really embody the Natasha character and how you're acting like and what. She is so boring. I felt like she was just there just to sing and just to walk around, but I have never seen such a boring main actor in my life. So she's just really, really not impressive. So again, this is my opinion, all right? My opinion. If there's any Subin fans out there, I apologize that I'm not her fan, but I really, really never want to see her again. So I'm glad that I finally, don't need to like imagine it anymore or assume. Sorry, I don't need to assume anymore. I have seen her. I really, really didn't like it. I will never see another show of Subin again. So I'm sorry, Subin, if ever you watch my videos, but I really hope you never do. And yeah, it's just that definitely made it a bit tough to watch the whole entire time, in all honesty. But the only thing keeping me going was only Shawnu. But as we know, Shawnu is not there most of the time. But I did my best to tolerate as much as I can and just to enjoy Shawnu as much as he showed up. And so, anyways, yeah. So just I wanted to say that first. I'll never go see another Subin show again. So yeah, no matter what, even if Shawnu is there, never, ever, ever. So now back to Shawnu. Okay, now to make myself feel better. So Shawnu, at the beginning of the show, he really greets everyone a lot, as he should. Like, he should know all of his fans are like at the Comet seats, the first floor. He should know all his fans are like all over the place. So he really does his best to say hi to everyone. And so he goes say hi to the Comet seats. Now this time he started high-fiving everyone. He did not do that at the first show I went to when I was in the Comet seat. I didn't see him high-five anyone, but I was like, it's okay. But I wasn't the first row, so he was only high-fiving the first row people. So regardless, I wouldn't have gotten a high five from him. But I was just like, I wonder why you're more friendly today. But it's okay. So anyway, so he's going around the Comet seats and he's high-fiving as many people as he can, but it's mainly from the first row people. And I was just like, okay, so he's more friendly today. But still is nice, him just. Yeah, so this is legit him being Shawnu. It's not like Anatole at all. And so he's still like going around, greeting everyone. And then he's like greeting around the first floor people, saying hi to everyone. He's like walking in between the first floor as well. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm in the balcony, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just 1 meter away from the first floor people, in my opinion. Okay, I'm really so close to them. And so once Shawnu was walking through the first floor seats, and he goes to my section where my balcony seat is like, in this part of the section, I see him so closely. It was like I was at a Comet seat again. Guys. So this balcony seat is really too worth it. Okay, so if any of you guys are going to Korea, if you go to Korea again, it's really so worth it, this balcony seat. So anyways, I'm seeing Shawnu walk by and I'm like, this is so crazy. It's like I'm at a Comet seat again. So I see him so freaking clearly, but I still, at this time, this was the beginning of the show, right? I didn't register that his hair color changed. I don't know. I think I was just too shocked that he was even this close to begin with. That's probably why. And so anyways, he's greeting everyone on the first floor, but he can clearly see us in the balcony. Shawnu. So he clearly could see us. I feel pretty sure because I clearly can see you, so you clearly should be able to see us, And so let me explain why I'm like annoyed. So he clearly could see us, and so he waved at the balcony side briefly, very, very briefly, but legit, I swear, I was like 1 meter away from him, and I'm like, why aren't you saying hi to us? But he just kind of glazes over us. Like, he never like directly towards us say hi to us. And I'm just like, that just made me curious. I was legit 1 meter away from him. I don't know. Just makes me curious. So anyway, so sadly, I never had like anything of like Shawnu nearby me and like, any kind of like, at least say hi to me. But I mean, if I was far away, I don't expect them to say hi, of course not. But like 1 meter away, I'm like, so I was like, Oh well. So anyway, so after like he briefly like whatever he was doing in my section there, and then he goes back to the main stage, and I never see him come back again. It's okay. It's okay. So anyways, just wanted to say that. And so anyways, so moving on, yeah, into the main stage, and he's still like, yeah. And he also tries his best to like say hi to the second floor as well. So he's just very nice guy, but still can't believe 1 meter away. What the heck were you thinking? And so anyways, so moving on. So then other times, yeah. So now to the ending. So the ending where he's like saying bye to everyone. It's still definitely him being Seanu. It's not like Anatole. And so he's saying bye to everyone and waving about, but like sadly he doesn't walk back to the first floor area, and so he's just waving just like generally all over the place. And yeah, no, that's it. I think yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah. So I thought this was interesting because I wondered if he does this heart each time, because the last show when I was in the comment seat, so he's facing our section of the comment seats, and then he does this big heart over his head, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And I was wondering like, oh, does he do this every time? Because I thought like this time when you're saying when it's the end of the show and you're saying goodbye, I thought they would be like posing something. I can't remember what happened at the last show, but I was very like surprised to see him do like fan service for us, and I was just like, okay. So then yeah, I wanted to see this time, the second time, what he would do at this ending post, if he still does that heart or not. And he doesn't. He did not do the heart fan service this time to that side of the comment seat. He just poses like just like posing like it's the end, and like just as Anatole or something, just like a dramatic pose basically. I was like, interesting. I was like, that's very interesting. So now I'm not sure if he does do that heart thing each time, or maybe it was just my lucky day that when I was there at the comment seat, he wanted to give a big heart to us. So yeah, I don't know, but he makes me so curious as I keep talking about what is he thinking when he's doing these things. And so anyways, but so I take that as like my special thing. Like I'm glad I was able to get a big heart from him when I was sitting in the comment seat for the first time. So yeah, so I still carry good memories with my comment seat. It's all good. But yeah, from the balcony, it's okay. I mean, I still can't believe he did 1 meter away, but it's okay. I need to get over it. So anyways, so then moving on. Yeah, the ending stuff is all the same stuff, and that's it. That's it. I mean, I still like to go see Sean. I mean, I'm gonna see him 3 more times, and I definitely look forward to each time I see him, because I also feel like each time I go see this musical is something new each time, and so I'm still looking forward to it. But I'm really, what's the word? I'm getting kind of tired. So I'm getting kind of tired of musicals, even though I really do enjoy this musical way more than Equal in some sense. And like, there's a lot of songs in this musical that I really like to hear them sing and stuff. But I'm like, I'm so tired now. So I'm thinking how I'm gonna feel like the next time I go see it. But I'm sure I still will like it. But I have a feeling the next time I talk about the future Sean Nuttall musical shows I see, I feel like it's probably gonna be the same. Nothing too different gonna happen. Just if maybe something new happens, like Sean does something new. That's the only thing to talk about. But other than that, everything is all the same, totally normal and fine. Yeah. But it's all worth it. I'm really still happy to see him every time, and I definitely will see him more than 5 times. Let's be real, okay? But I still really enjoy it, and yeah, it does help that I like other singers performing with him there. So yeah. But as you can see, I'm not like super excited anymore. So like, it's definitely more exciting the first time, kind of the second time too. But now I'm just like, I feel like I'm good. I'm only there to see Shaunu. That's it. And I'm good. All right. Okay. So let me read you guys' comments, and then I need to talk about Leo being Anatole. So 1 second. Lorelai, what's up, girlfriend? Lorelai. So Lorelai says, so exciting to hear you going to see Shauna so many times. I'm glad you what's the word? Like you're proud of me? Are you proud of me? Believe that? Yeah, I am still very happy to see him so many times. Yeah. And nice to see everyone. You're off to school. Lorelai, thanks for dropping by right before you go to school and have a good time at school. But yeah, girlfriend, I mean, I was just saying how I thought I could never see Shaunu in his musical, seeing how the tickets sold out so quickly. But here I am, seeing him 5 times, and each time is like a pretty good view of him. So I'm all over lucky that I'm glad his fandom is not big. I don't know. Like I still wonder like how big is this fandom that each show is not fully sold out. Like there's still a lot of seats open for each of his shows, and like I pick the ones that are, I feel like, really good seats, and like I'm glad that they're still available, so I don't know, it's confusing, but I appreciate it. It's just really nice to have it so easy as a fan and not have to struggle, with tickets. So I'll enjoy it while I can. And most likely I could never see an MX concert again. I don't know when I'll ever see Gion again, so I keep saying this, like maybe I should change my bias, but it's not gonna happen, sadly. But I'll talk about that later. Lorelai says it's probably a toner. It's like color you put on lighter hair. That's Lorelai about what Shaunu means by a tone down. It must be a toner, but I don't even know what's a toner. But yeah, to put on lighter hair. I feel like that's probably what he did. That must be, and it's not permanently black. Yeah. It must be, but it looks so good. It looks so good, but definitely, if it looks more black, I think he will look more handsome. I hope he will later. Yeah. Lulu says it looks dark brown to you from a send off. You feel me, girlfriend? That's what I was saying. That's why I think at first I didn't realize it was fully black, and like I was like really confused. Like, am I seeing things? Because it doesn't look completely black. You get me, girlfriend. That's how I felt when I was seeing it in person as well. But yeah, it's more like a dark brown, but it's really close to black. Yeah, but not exactly black. You feel me? Lulu says, remember when they did that human theater variety show and Gion fake smooch IM? Yes, I remember that. Maybe he is doing it so Natasha actress gets no hate from Psycho new fans, and you say to these people, get over it. Okay, very, very, very true. So I mean, but Gion's fake kissing it totally looks fake though, in my opinion. Is it just me? So it totally looks fake, but then again, they were like really acting it up. That's the thing. Now, this kiss scene, totally their faces touch. That's all I can say. I don't know about their lips, but totally their faces touch. Man, I really need to see it more up close. I wonder, am I willing to like pay that much money again? But from the comment seat, I still can't really see it super up close because we're kind of like on the side on the stage, So the best view of the kissing would be like near the first few rows, on the first floor. But those are always like sold out though. If only I could ask those people, how does it look like when they're kissing? But anyways, no hate on the girls. I really hope the girls never get hate on it. It's just acting for real. But let's keep in mind, are the girls comfortable kissing 3 different guys all the time? We don't know. So we don't know what's their comfort level, if maybe they want to do fake kissing, and if the guys are not comfortable kissing 3 girls, I mean, I don't know, because they're guys, but who knows, if they're not comfortable kissing these girls all the time too, they probably want to like fake kisses. So let's not think too much about it if it's because of their crazy fans or if they personally want to do that. I mean, I personally am not interested to kiss anyone unless you're my boyfriend, but that's why I'm not an actor. And so usually actors, they always have to kiss people they don't want to kiss, but who knows, because in we're in Korea, and I don't know, who knows, but yeah, the thing is, I don't know. It confuses me because it looked like they did kiss, but not really at the same time. And not hearing any sounds after they kiss really, really confuses me. So that's why I'm just still really on the fence if they really did kiss or not. Yeah, that's currently my, excuse me, that's still currently my personal opinion about it, until, if ever, from the future shows I go see, if I see clearly they're not kissing. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know. So for now, for sure, it's fully choreographed, for sure, since each time looks exactly the same amount of time. It's purely, strictly choreographed, but if they're really kissing or not. I don't know. Rike is still here, by the way, and you're just outside. Okay. And Rike, comment away anytime. And then Lulu says, yes, of course. Okay, everyone here has zero chance to kiss Seonyu unless you end up in a musical with him that involves a kiss scene. I mean, what are the chances of that happening? Exactly. And then Lulu says, if I can tolerate Hyungwon kissing a forehead, which was very cheesy, I can too. Of course. Yeah. I mean, she's talking to everyone, not me, I assume. Yeah. I agree. By the way, this reminded me of the other thing I forgot to talk about. So Seonyu hugs an audience member, right? So yesterday's show, they picked the audience member, I think from one specific seat. I think whoever sits in that seat, you will always get picked, I guess. And so this girl goes on stage and she's not freaking out. So I don't know if she's Seonyu fan or not, but she's not freaking out. She goes about it as normal. And then Seonyu, after he hears Natasha say yes, and then he's all happy that she says yes, and then he hugs the girl just very normally, just a very nice little hug, not like last time how like the girl was like freaking out the whole entire time. And so it was just a nice small little hug. But the girl, I don't know if she was really a fan or not, but it's okay, you got hugged by Seonyu, that's cool. So that's how his hug scene was for yesterday. And yeah. So far, I think all the fans are very okay with Seonyu's kissing. I want to believe so, but like they just make it a big deal of like it's so long, but it's not that long. So I really feel like they're exaggerating. But yeah, I don't see anyone like really talking about it. Like, are they really kissing or not really kissing? So I don't know if anyone is like even thinking about it except for me and Rike, I guess. But yeah, every time when I see that kiss scene, it just makes me wonder. So I will tell you guys more after I see the show more times. Yeah. Lulu says Seonyu needs to wear Under Armour that will keep him cool under his costume. Good point. I wish they do. I wonder if they could. But yeah, Seonyu legit is always sweating a lot because of the, those big dance scenes. So yeah. And Enrique says, I believe the kiss is only a face touch. So girl, is that possible? Like you face touch here or something, and it looks like you're kissing. I don't know, but definitely the face touch. I mean, sorry. So what I mean by that, definitely when I see them do this kiss scene, definitely the faces are touching, definitely. But what exactly is touching, I don't know. That's the thing. So, the more I think about it, I think it's very possible to fake a kiss like this, right? Yeah, because the thing is, I can't ever say that I see their lips touch. That's really tough for me to say. But again, I'm not super close. That's the thing. So I really wonder, could I ever really see their lips touch? I don't know. I'm so curious. Yeah. And Enrique says, true, it's Seonyu being Seonyu, no Anatole. You get me. So yeah, most of the time when I see just Seonyu on stage, it really feels like I'm just watching Seonyu. Except when he sings and he's acting like Anatole, like I can tell, yeah, he's being like Anatole because he's trying to act. But most of the time, I just feel like it's just Seonyu on stage. Yeah. Maybe it was the angle. Yeah. Maybe it was the angle from where I'm sitting. Yeah. And I can't see it fully. Yeah. And they cannot be as bold in North American productions. True that as well. Yeah. So it just makes me wonder. Yeah. Again, like I really wish if I could see it like really, really up close, then I can give more of my perspective of it. But yeah, just from all the distances that I was from, like all I can tell is just their faces touch. But yeah, the lips, it's hard for me to see anything about the lips. But again, what makes me confused is that I never hear anything during their kiss scene. Like from the beginning to end, no sound happens. So that's still like confuses me. Anyways, whether it's real or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's bottom line as well. It doesn't matter, but it just really confuses me because I really cannot say for real that it looks like they're really kissing. You get me? So that's why I'm still like very confused and why I'm always going to keep watching it every time they do the kiss scene. But for now, it's definitely choreographed to some extent. And so moving on, I need to talk about Leo. All right. So I briefly, fangirl about him on Twitter. So this was my second time to see Leo, but also the same cast of K Will as Pierre, Yeonjung, who's from Cosmic Girls, from no, she's playing Natasha, and Leo as Anatole. So I already saw them the first time, and I know they're amazing. So like I expected they would be amazing, and so the first time I saw them, amazing. All right. I just like I knew it. Okay. It was well worth my money, but my seat wasn't that comfortable the first time I saw them. And so since I was able to get this ticket 20% off, I wanted to have a better view. And so I got it on the balcony as well. And I was the same section as how I was when I saw Shawnu's show a few hours ago. But this seat that I was in, which is closest to the console area, it's a way better view than my other seat, which was only 2 seats over. And so it's hard to explain, but it's so crazy how even just 2 seats over is a way better view from the balcony. And so anyways, I really had a great view for this show. And so now I wish like for future Shawnu shows, if I could get this seat again would be great. But anyways, as I'm watching them, because I wanted to like feel better, because I really didn't like seeing Soobin, even though I enjoyed Shawnu, I was just like, let me hear true, great, pure talent. Finally, I don't know why I'm quoting it. No, I'm saying I finally can hear beautiful singing. I mean, not Soobin singing is okay, but like these guys, K Will, Yeonjung, and Leo, they're just too amazing. Okay, I can't even explain it. Okay, so they're too amazing, and also I feel like their acting is a lot better anyway. And so anyways, I'm going about the show, and I'm like, surely I'm gonna have a great time. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, of course, I'm like, what's the word? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's so hard to explain. But I was just like, this is like, it's like, what do you call that? Like it's not literally music to my ears, but it's like, what's another way to like say that expression? It's like I feel like my ears are like melting because like they just sound so beautiful. It's not the right expression, but I hope you guys get me. Like I feel like my ears were like getting the medication from the last musical with Soobin. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is the way it's supposed to sound like. You guys get me? Okay, well, let me calm down. So anyways, so it goes into the first singing number of like everyone introducing themselves, and already it's just already so much better. So it's K Will, Yeonjung, Leo is just don't get me started, but I'm gonna get started. So first off, Leo as Anatole. So he was already impressive the first time I saw him, but the second time I saw him, so he already has done the musical for a week and a half now. So like I assumed they would get better. They got better. I didn't think they would get better. Of course they would get better. Okay, so Leo, one thing I like about him, I mean, given he's a pro musical actor, he really embodies Anatole character. So I don't know if you guys know Leo's like real personality. He's super introvert. He's more introvert than I am, if you can believe it. No, he's more introvert. He's very soft spoken. He's kind of feminine as well. He's a tall glass of water, but he is so soft spoken, like very to himself. He's super shy. He's really the epitome of an introvert person. This is Leo playing Anatole, who is an a-hole, a coward, and a womanizer. All right. So I'm so impressed. He is so good at acting like Anatole, so different from his original personality. So when I'm seeing Leo act on stage, I never see Leo's real personality. Not like how like Shawnu, we see Shawnu's personality on stage, which is totally fine. I love Shawnu. Okay, that's why I don't ever say it's a bad thing. But Leo never ever showing his real personality, and he only portrays as this, this a-hole Anatole. Just it's so impressive because it's so different from his original character. So that's why I really like to see him play Anatole. And so from the beginning, Anatole comes on stage, and this is like before they do the intro of like introducing all the characters, right? So he comes on stage. He doesn't go greet the fans right away. So like Shawnu, of course, he greets the fans right away, as he should, as he should. But Leo, he does not do that. He is perfectly in character from the time he steps on the stage. So you know what he does, because I'm watching him the whole time, okay? So the first thing he does, he goes sits on a chair on stage. It's like next to the orchestra people. So he sits on the chair, he crosses his legs, and he just acts like an a-hole. I was like, this guy, he is fully in character right when he steps on stage. I was like, this guy, he's too much. Okay, so anyways, he's fully in character. He goes, sits down. He doesn't wave or say hi at all. He sits down like an a-hole, crosses his leg like a little a-hole. Like, I don't know if you guys can imagine it, but I was like, you are so good being a little a-hole right now. So I was just so impressed already from the beginning. And so I do think he did this in the first show as well, but I wasn't really, it was my first time seeing the show. I didn't know like what exactly to look and stuff. And so anyways, so for the second time, I know exactly where to look. And so now that I see this, I want to believe he does this every time. I want to believe, but anyway, so he's perfectly portraying an a-hole, right? So he sits down for like maybe 30 seconds. It was kind of a long time. Okay, so it was like 30 seconds of him just chilling, being, this little a-hole, right? And then he gets up and then he starts waving, at everyone. He's just like, I don't hear what he says though, but he's just like waving, he says, he greets a lot of people actually. So I think he knows who his fans are. I think so. So he greets a lot of people. He's also high-fiving some of them too. So he's high-fiving, but I think still trying to be an a-hole, but also still being a nice guy to his fans as well. So I want to believe that's what he's doing. I'm never gonna go to a commissary for Leo. I can't. I'm not made of money. Okay, but yeah, I want to believe, he's being in character, but also like, treating his fans well. And so, anyways, he does that the whole time, and then he doesn't really greet the first floor people, not like how Shawnee was. He came out and walked through it. But, Leo just, again, continues to be a great a-hole. It's so funny for me to say that. But he's really doing a great job being an a-hole. And so he's just walking around kind of like cocky, and like just waving, whenever. But I think he doesn't think his fans are like in the second floor or something, because I don't see him like really waving at them, not like how Shawnee does. And so, but still, he's really into his character. And so I really appreciate it. So I never saw Leo at all, like, waving to us at the balcony or anything, but he doesn't have to. Okay. He's being a great a-hole. And so anyways, so that continues like that. And as we go about the rest of the show, I never see him do any kind of like different fan service, like how like Shawnee does. So he's legit being a great BZ Anatole. I was just so impressed with him. And so compared to how he was the first time, I feel like he improved a lot. Like he got more douchey, more jerky. Okay, like he was really being so I was just too impressed. But then again, I had a better view this time. Maybe I saw him like more clearly as like this amazing like a-hole. But regardless, I was really so impressed with him. And so moving on, he's singing normally amazing. All right, like it's too beautiful to my ears, like his singing. And also while he's singing, like he has an amazing voice and can hit notes like amazingly, but as he's singing, he's also acting really well. You know what I'm saying? So continuing being a great a-hole. He's just, yeah, I could hear it in his voice and just everything about him. I'm just like, oh, you go, buddy. So I was just so I know it seems like I'm not a Shawnee fan anymore, but just enjoy like Leo is really good as Anatole. Shawnee is really good at being himself. That I want to make that very clear. Okay, so moving on. Moving on. So I was curious what Leo does during the one-shot scene, since Shawnee always ad-libs something new each time. So I was wondering, Leo, I wonder if you do something, because I remember from the first show, I don't think he did anything that made me like think, oh my gosh, that's so like cool or different. So I waited until that scene of what happens. So Leo, he's a great actor and singer. He's not good at ad-libbing. It's okay. People can't be perfect at everything. Okay, so he goes by the script, as he should. Okay, it's okay. So when it goes to the one-shot scene, I feel like everything he says is so scripted. It never feels like an ad lib. So what he does is like he gets the shot and he says, vodka. So he says vodka, but he seems like kind of drunk though, so he's like vodka. And so that's all he says, and then he one shots it. But then the cast on stage, they're like booing him. I don't know why, but I do believe that's scripted. So like I guess Anatole like acting like, a drunken man or something, and so they're just like booing him, like, why are you showing to us, you one shot vodka. But then with Shawnee, when he ad libs, no one is booing him. Of course, we're like cheering for him because he says something, cute or something. But yeah, but with Leo, it definitely did not feel like ad lib. It must have. This is what the original script is. That's what it feels like to me. And then the cast members booing it. I remember the first show they were booing him. I do remember that. So like then my memory was coming back to me that what Leo does during the one shot scene, totally scripted. This is originally what it's supposed to be. The cast booing him while he's downing the vodka. He's like, acting like a hotshot or something. And then later though, when he goes into that Dolokhov scene and like the Dolokhov actor ad libs with Shanu, and so I wondered if something different would happen. And so he did. The Dolokhov actor tried to ad lib with Leo. He did. So like just like how he did with Shanu. So then as he was going about this ad lib, I couldn't really understand what was happening. I think Dolokhov was also trying to drink with him, like do you have any more vodka or something, something like that. But then Leo like didn't know how to respond. It's okay, Leo, you can't be perfect. And so I do believe Dolokhov actor was ad-libbing because Leo like didn't say anything because he's like this is not the script basically. So he didn't say anything, and then he was like, he looks confused, and then as Dolokhov kept going, then Leo sings this. He doesn't say it, so he's still in character. He sings to him like keep going. So like this word he uses, it means like keep going with the story basically. I just thought was so funny. Like, Leo really didn't know what to do with his ad lib, and he's just like tells him to just like please move on. Like basically that's how Leo was like expressing with this word. He's like please move on, kind of feeling. But I still find it impressive he was still singing it though, because he's still in character, because Leo is like A+ student, okay? And I really appreciate great students like him, okay? And so he goes by the script, he's not good at ad-libbing, and he really embodies the character. I mean, it's okay. He's really just a pro musical actor. He doesn't like to go off script, and he's fully into the character. It's okay. He's still so amazing. And so that's different from Shawnee. Shawnee's really good at ad-libbing, and just being himself on stage. But Leo is like, no, I gotta, I gotta keep going and doing what I need to do, So I just thought that's so interesting. So they're both very different, both good, but Leo is just a professional, and an A+ student. It's okay. And I really enjoy his amazing A+ effort. So moving on, so I mentioned this before in the first time I saw Leo, is that he was like, being a little snake, a little snake or like an octopus, where when he's like trying to seduce Natasha, right? So it's so different from how Shanu does it. So I didn't realize this until now, but Shanu is not super sultry, not super seductive when he's trying to get Natasha to get with him. So I didn't realize it until I saw Leo. Like Leo like turns it up a lot. He's really like, you guys would be like, oh my gosh, you would be like so into Leo because he's like super sultry, but I feel nothing towards him, but I was like, oh my gosh, like I appreciate, like he really goes, he really does his best. I really appreciate it. And so I really felt, the Anatole character, like he's really like being very like snake like to Natasha's, like, you gotta get with me. So like I'm just so impressed with Leo. I can't stop raving about it. But no hate on Shanu. Like maybe he doesn't want to be sultry for a reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just not him, but also he's not comfortable to be super seductive. It's okay. It's like I really respect each actor, what they want to do and what they're comfortable with. Like I really don't think one is better than the other, but I just really rave about Leo, just how in character he is. And what an A+ student. That's all I can say about him. I'm so impressed with him. So anyways, so moving on. But again, the kiss scene, it looks exactly the same with Leo, Shawnu, the feeling, the time, it's exactly the same, which I think is so interesting. So then okay, Leo though, he does get tired as well. So Leo, I believe he probably sweats a lot just like Shawnu. I feel like he does. And so I didn't see him do this in the first show, but in the second show, I think he's more excited dancing, which is, up to you, Leo, whenever you feel excited or something. But he was definitely more into dancing this time than the first show. And so after he was doing all his dancing, he was sweating a lot too. I was like, oh, but good for you, Leo. You were really into it. Okay. So he was sweating a lot. And so so still at that scene where Dolokhov, wants to give Anatole that furry scarf. So it's still so hilarious to me. Like Leo obviously is sweating and he looks hot. And so during the scene, he was wearing like a leather vest under his coat. And so he unbuttons the vest. So this is the only time Leo is like ad-libbing something. He's not supposed to unbutton that vest, but he was really sweating so much. He was definitely super warm. I'm sure he was. And so during that scene when he's supposed to act cold, right? He was really he was sweating a lot and he unbuttoned that vest. And so anyways, I always think that scene is so funny, whether it's Shawnu or Leo, they're trying to act like they're cold and need that scarf, but no, they're sweating bullets. And so anyways, but I appreciate Leo was having a good time. I felt like in general he was more comfortable in his role this time, given they've done it for like a week and a half. And he really has embodied that character. And just, I feel like he definitely showed more confidence in this second show. And so I was like, I'm so glad to see it a second time. No regrets, guys. I am so glad I came to see the second show. And K-Will and Yeonjung just as good. Okay. They also improved a lot, but I only want to talk about Leo. And so anyways, so Leo still being a great, still being a great actor. And then at some point, when he's going about his scene, then he has to like stop and do something. But every time he has to like sing a note or something, everyone claps for him. I'm like, as they should. Okay, so I'm always like so proud of him. Like, he's only singing like I forgot what he was saying about, but it was only like one word or one sentence, but then everyone still like clapped for him, and I was just like, as he deserves. Okay, so anyways, even his last note. Okay, so Anatole, when he's running away like a coward, he sings this last line, just saying like, I'm leaving far, far away. And so when Shonyu does it, it's okay. All right, but the thing is, it's a very high note, and so he can reach that note. Yes, he can, but it doesn't sound amazing. It's hard to explain it, but I'm glad he could reach that note, but it's not amazing, but it's okay. All right. So Leo, he sings it at that high note. I don't know what he's doing, but it sounds amazing. And so I don't know how to explain it. It's from the actor. Some people can do it, some can't. All right. It's like, what can we do? All right. But Leo, that ending note of him running away, wow. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then everyone claps for Leo, of course, but everyone claps for Shawnu as well. But because it's a very high, ending amazing note, of course. But Leo, gosh, blows me away. Okay. I can't stop raving. It just blows me away. And so same thing with Yeonjung, K-Will, all of their songs, like they have really high notes in it. Oh my gosh, all of them kept blowing me away. So I was having a good time. I was still very, very tired, but I was having a great time hearing their performances, watching them like at a better view, and like seeing them have more confidence and more comfortable in their roles. It was, oh my gosh, I can't. It was too good. All right, that's it. Okay, I need to stop. So now to the ending, Leo still being like Anatole. He's still being an a-hole, but he still greets everyone as much as possible, but he's still being his character. And yeah, and then that's the end. And I'm still very, very satisfied with, oh my gosh, I need to talk about this. So Leo violin playing. I wonder if he really knows to play the violin. I honestly wonder. So like when he's violin singing, because it's definitely not him playing, I can tell because I think the bow is not real. I mean, the more I'm observing them, that bow doesn't look real. But anyways, Leo, when he's violin syncing, it looks so real. I'm like, did he play violin before? Because he's like the movement and the fingering, and like unlike Shanu, which definitely looks like he's not used to it, but Leo looks like he's so used to it. It's so interesting. So I wonder if he can play the violin. But then I found out through his violin playing, he's freaking left-handed. So I didn't realize that in the first show, but I realized in the second show, oh my gosh, he's playing the violin with his left hand. And so I find out he's left-handed, but then on his like info page it says that he's ambidextrous. Yeah, he probably is, but I think he's probably more comfortable with his left hand. I mean, why would he be playing the violin with his left hand, right? And so I was just like, wow, you're so impressive. Okay, he could play the violin left-handed, and that he's apparently ambidextrous. Like Leo, you need to stop it. Okay, so anyways, that's all I want to say. That's it. He's great. All right. But now back to Shanu. All right. I still love Shanu. Just thank you for letting me vent about Leo. He's really so good. So if you guys ever could see Leo in a musical, you have to. Okay. Like, I don't know if he's ever going to go overseas, but you better. Okay. So like everyone, please go see Leo. And Shanu is still good. All right. Shanu is good for who he is, for what he's capable of. Like, we know he doesn't have the best voice in the world, and it's okay. And he's really good enough to be a musical actor. He really is. He's just not amazing, but it's not a big deal. So I still love Shanu. I'm still going to see Shanu 3 more times. All right. So I still prefer to see Shanu more than Leo. I know that's crazy to say. I know that's crazy for me to say, but of course, I still love Shanu more than Leo. I hope everyone knows this, okay? So I really love Leo's performance as Anatole a lot more than Shanu. Of course I do. But I'm only willing to spend my money when it comes to my favorite 7 guys, all right? My money only goes towards them, all right? So I've seen Leo 2 times already, so I did give some of my money to him, but it was worth it. I still loved it so much. Like, just think of it as like a hobby, like just a side hobby. I just wanted to see Leo along with Yeonjung and K-Will, and I definitely well worth my money. It was. But now for the rest of my money, it's only for Shanu because I still love him the most. All right, guys. So I hope everyone knows this. And if I could see Leo again, I would love to. Honestly, of course I would. But money-wise, I don't think anytime soon, unless they do like a big sale again. Maybe depending on how big of a discount it would be. That would be the only reason that I could go see Leo again. But if not, yeah, all my money goes to Shanu. Okay, so I need to calm down. I need to go to sleep soon. But thank you everyone for listening to me rant about these musicals along with I Am. It's still I Am back, like season, so we still have lots of I Am things to come. But yeah, so my birthday month, my favorite month of the year, is still so busy. I cannot believe this timing. Like, I'm so glad I finished my vacation in time. So yeah, this timing wild. Okay, so like this month is all about Shanu and I Am, and that's okay. So the thing is, I Am said this in the radio show earlier today. Like a fan asked him, what's something you want of your hashtag for April, since his comeback is in April. And then I Am says, well, given there's an April Fool's Day, how about like for April it should be like April Goons Day. I'm like so I mean, that's kind of clever, okay, because given it's his comeback, is most of April, is basically his comeback. But I'm like, don't take away my month. I Am you're not born in April. Okay, so 1 second. I'm joking and not joking at the same time. Okay, so anyways, so he calls it April Goons Day. I'm like, no, don't take my month away. Okay, it's my month. Okay, or anyone else born in April. Okay. anyways, but yeah, what I just thought was funny when he said that, it's like he wants to like take April as his, but I'm like, you're not even born in April. Okay, so anyways, So April is still my month, and anyone else born in April is your month too. So for now, for my birthday month, it's great to see one of my two favorite guys, right? And so I enjoying it as best I can. And on the side, I get to enjoy Leo Natal. Like it's great. I still I'm too Leo Natal is just too much. Okay. But guess what? I'm not into Leo the person. Okay. I'm only into Leo Natal. Okay. So I hope that clarifies anything. Only into Leo Natal. And so anyways, so that's been fun. And then what else am I doing this month? No, I think that's it, right? Yeah, just a pop-up store later, more musicals. Okay, so that's it for now. So when's my next musical? It's gonna be this Wednesday, April 10th. And guess what? My friend from the USA is visiting Korea now for only like 4 days. And so during these 4 days, it's when I go see the musical, right? But I want to go see my friend since only here for 4 days. And so I ask, it's like, hey, I'm seeing this musical, it has my favorite member, Shawnyu from Monster X in it. And so I'm just wondering, if you want to hang out with me, before you leave Korea, do you want to see this musical with me? And guess what? My friend said sure. I was like, okay. So my friend. Okay, so I need to say this because I can't really avoid it for a long time. But my friend is a guy, all right? But he's basically like a brother to me. So don't think much about it. He's basically a friend that's like a brother. Okay? So he is coming to Korea. No, he's already in Korea right now, but for only 4 days. Okay? So anyways, he's very like into trying new things. And so I was just curious. Hey, you remember I like Monster X. He's not a Monster X fan, but he knows K-pop. I'm like, yeah, if you want to see this musical with me, you can see a Monster X member, on a musical. So I just asked, but not thinking he would say yes. But he said, I am so interested because he loves trying new things. And so I'm like, great. And then when I told him though that K Will is gonna be in it too, he's a fan of K Will. And so I'm just like, oh my god. So he's basically only interested, to hear K Will, for the first time. I'm pretty sure it's his first time to see K Will, but his first time to see Shawnee too. And so anyways, all worked out. He says he's very excited to see this musical. So I'm just like, okay. So yeah. So this next musical, this Wednesday, is I'm gonna see the Shawnee show, but this time I'm not alone. I can see it with my friend, which is really exciting. So legit, I have friends in Korea, of course, but none of them, of course, want to see this musical with me. Of course not, And so I just think it's just really good timing. My friend can see this musical because you guys can't see the musical, And so my friend, if he's like, just good timing, you're in Korea and like you should see this, you should take advantage. And so, anyways, even though he's not a Shawnyu fan, but regardless, it will be nice to finally see the musical not alone anyway. So that's something to look forward to later. And so I'll let you guys know what my friend thinks about it and like everything. And so yeah, so I'm gonna have like kind of a new story to say regarding the April 10th musical because yeah, I get to finally see it with a friend to join me and then hear what they have to say and like I'll let you know what he says about it. Ah, how exciting. Okay, so anyways, that's all to say for now. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know I.M has like those music films where it's other songs and stuff, but they're not like anything to like really talk about. They're just like, I don't know. I was thinking we could talk about them, but I'm also thinking like there's not much to talk about. So everyone just enjoy I Am Back as much as you want. Enjoy all the whatever Shawnyu does. I don't know. I mean, enjoy the stories of Shawnyu basically. So enjoy all the stories about Shawnyu. I think that's it. All right, let's go. Okay. Na, 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 na. Okay, yes, Rika. Yes. So she says, "Wow, you felt close on your balcony seat. That's exciting." Yes, indeed. I was so shocked. Like if Shawnyu never came to that first floor area, then of course I wouldn't see him that close. But because he walked to this area, it was like I was at a comic seat again. It was wild. So like this balcony seat really is so good. So April 10th show, I'm also on the balcony as well with my friend. So very exciting. Yeah, so I just and so but this time I'll be on a different section though because I'm very curious how that section of the balcony looks like. So I will also talk about that next time. Did I like Shoni playing the violin? Yeah. So when Shonu plays the violin, it obviously doesn't look like he really knows how to play it. So I think he practiced as much as he could, but it obviously shows that he has no idea what he's doing. Not no idea. Sorry. I need to stop exaggerating. Like it shows that he's really a beginner. That's what I mean. It shows he's such a beginner, but he really does do his best. But it's just you can obviously tell he's such a beginner. But Leo, I wonder if he knows how to really play the violin because he's really good at violin syncing. So yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. Shonu is the rookie of the rookies, and I feel like he does well being first time musical rookie-ish thing. He's doing fine. And I really like seeing him be Shonu on stage. But that's just me because I love him so much. But yeah, I personally really like that. But I can imagine like someone else who wants to see an Anatole, but they don't see Anatole when Shonu acts, So I wonder if they might be like, it was whatever. But yeah, but I feel like seeing Shonu on stage is more my preference anyway, so it's okay. Wow, Leo is the best Anatole I've ever seen. Like I really wonder about Go Eun-sung. He might be a better Anatole, but I'm not gonna spend money on Go Eun-sung. So sorry, Mr. Go. But yeah, I Leo is more worth my money, and he's the best Anatole I've ever seen. Okay, and will be, I guess. Okay, you like Leo? Okay, I'm glad to hear this. So I hope that I hope you know how amazing Leo is, that even without my review, yeah, he acts very well. Yeah, he really does. I'm still very impressed with him. Yeah. Gianzana, I'm shocked you're here as well. Hello. Lulu says, wow, Leo is acting by the script, Anatole. He really is. And then Lulu says, he is more of the tsundere Anatole. You're exactly right. Leo is epitome introvert. He's epitome tsundere. He is. And so bringing that tsundere side into Anatole as well, you're exactly right. He does that. Leo is embracing his villain role. Got that right. And I think it's just I just appreciate his A+ effort to stay in character the whole entire time. He's too amazing. Gian Zanaka says, I saw a little bit of Leo's performance in a behind the scenes video. Oh, you gotta link me. Can you link me? Okay, link me. Okay, so it's in Vix's YouTube channel. Leo played Death and had a black outfit on and black angel wings. He looked so devastating and handsome. I'm sure he was. So after seeing Leo from this musical for the first time, it makes me think I should see him at future musicals. So this is not the end of me raving about Leo. So yeah, if he's this amazing and even in past musicals, I should probably see him at other musicals. And so anyways, he is such a tall glass of water. Even seeing him a second time, I'm so I don't know how to explain it. It's so crazy how long his legs are, number one. Okay. But then when he sits down, so we see him sit down for one of the scenes, his torso is actually not that long. So he could have been taller if only he had a longer torso. But even though his torso is not that long, I don't think he looks weird with his super long legs. In my opinion, I think he overall still looks fine. But I just find that so interesting. Like he could have been taller if only his genetics gave him a longer torso. But regardless, his genetics gave him super long legs that make him look so handsome, So you go, buddy. It's just every time when I see him on stage as Anatole, because he's wearing these outfits that really elongate him and also make him look like a prince in some sense. Oh my gosh. Devastating for real. Yes. And so I can imagine, in these other shows. Too much for me. Okay, so Lulu says, Shanu, from what I hear from my feedback, is acting like a dumb jock guy. Yeah! Who acts like everyone loves him and he can do whatever he wants without thinking of coincidences. No real villain here. You're correct, girlfriend. From which you just got this from my review. You're exactly right. I never felt like he was the villain. Never. I always feel like it's Shanu right? And so, yeah, I never felt like, his seduction or sultriness was like, not creepy, but like trying to be a bad guy. Leo really was showing he was a bad guy for real. But then Shonu, he's just being himself. So he acts dumb, but not really. He's yeah, I guess he seems like a jock guy where like he knows he's handsome and cool, so like he doesn't have to put in extra effort. I guess that kind of feeling, if you can understand that. And like, as he goes around, he's just, oh, but you know what? He's not seductive with Natasha, but he is pretty seductive with the other side actresses. I do want to comment on this. So with Leo, he's super seductive with Natasha, but then when it comes to the side female actors, of Anatole being a womanizer, he has to be like seductive with like all the ladies, but Leo doesn't really show super seduction with the other side ladies. Like he kind of like just like touches or like hugs them, but he's not like super into them. But he is always super into Natasha though, which as he should, right? But with Shanu, he is not super seductive with Natasha, but he's pretty seductive with the other side actresses. I was wondering about that. I don't know. I mean, what do I mean by that? So like he's like super hugging them. I don't know how to say it, but like he's hugging them, but like he's also like kind of like swaying with them, if you could kind of imagine that. And like his face is like kind of close to their neck, I guess. So like he never kisses them, but like kind of close to their neck area kind of thing. So imagine that, okay? So like I never see him be that seductive with Natasha. That's the thing. So I don't know what Shanu is thinking. So maybe he feels like it's more comfortable to do it with the side actresses than the main actress, I guess. But then Leo, who is like A+ student, he goes about it only to be seductive with Natasha, but then not really to the side actresses. I don't know. So that was very interesting comparison I did get from that. Hmm. Yeah. So the next shows with Sean, I'll see if he does anything differently. But yeah, when I saw him being like super seductive with like the side actresses, I was thinking that's kind of weird. Only because like he doesn't really do that with Natasha. That's the thing. Yeah. Anyways, leave him be. I don't know, but yeah, just wanted to comment on that. Why did I talk about this? Yeah. So Shaunu, more like the jock. Yeah, but like still he's like a player at the same time, right? So like Hmm, I don't like it. Okay, so I don't like it, but that's his character, of course. But yeah, he never shows me a villain type. He's just yeah, he acts kind of dumb. He does, yeah. But I don't want to blame it on Shaunu because of his acting. I feel like it's just Shaunu just going about his lines, right? And what he needs to do. So it seems like he doesn't really know what he's doing, but he does know, but he's just really like going by the book, but like not showing a lot of emotion, I guess. Yeah, that's the best I could explain it. I never feel any strong, like, good acting from Shaunu, in all honesty. He's just going about it. He's just being like a normal, handsome guy, yeah, I gotta seduce Natasha, okay, but he's just like being normal, like not super sultry, but when he's around the side characters, he's like being sultry. So yeah, he's interesting. Yeah, so we'll see his future shows if anything changes. Um Uh, Gianzanika says, or maybe there were dancers behind him holding wings. Anyway, he was mesmerizing. Please link me when you can, please. And Enrique says, Enrique agrees. Yes, I didn't feel any villain energy from Sean. Glad to hear that. I'm glad that I'm not the only one, that thinks this. Good to know. Right, you feel me. Rika, I wish you could have seen Leo. If only. But I know, if you didn't, you're not interested. It's okay. But if you could have seen how Leo did it, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, Leo, A+, man. Delirian, what's up, girlfriend? Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, we're gonna go soon, but I'll definitely go through this as quickly as possible. So Delirian, are you going to? She's asking me, are you going to the pop-up store? Yes, I am. And she says I may be interested in getting something from there, just don't know what he will offer. Delirian. I talk about this earlier in this live, so watch this on replay when you can. But I'm shocked that I got a time slot So that's number one. So I am going, but I'm shocked I'm even going. So that's number one. Number two, they didn't announce the merch list yet, but it should be any day now. The first day it opens is April 12th. Today is April 9th. Come on, Sony Music, what's going on? And so Delarian most likely would be interested in something, even though we don't know what they're selling. We'll see once they announce it, and then I will announce it on Twitter, and then we can all talk about it. And yeah, but yeah, just at least feel rest assured I got a time slot, so I will be going. And then the items and stuff. Talk more later. Yes. Lulu says Shonu needs to embrace his villain energy. Minya Gion Hyungwon should give him some pointers. Ain't that true? Ain't that true? But as we know of Shonu, he's legit a big teddy bear. He is. He rarely gets mad. He's so chill. Nothing phases him. I like that about Shonu. It's okay. I can't imagine that he could bring out like a villain like mean side of him. I can't imagine. And I don't know if I want to see that, in all honesty. So as much as I love to see Leo play someone totally different from him, and he's so good at being an a-hole, but on the other side, I really like seeing Shonu be himself. Okay, so so it's so I'm so contradicting, I know, but at the end of the day, it would be cool to see Shonu like play someone different, of course, and see how he goes about it. But I really like to see Shonu be Shonu. It's okay, So we'll see. Who knows if maybe Shonu like gets his villain inner villain out one day, because I mean there's still 2 more months of this musical. Like maybe he'll do something, but if not, I'm really okay with it too. Just Shonu do what he's comfortable with, and I don't know, yeah, let's wait and see. Oh, Rike, you're just don't compliment me. Rike says that I'm really strong for going several times. Don't compliment me. But then Rike says she would have been annoyed already. Rike, this is not something to compliment me about, but thank you for telling me I'm strong. So number one, I really love them so much. That's number one. All right. So I mean, I only saw Wano's musical 2 times, but that's only because I was really not too interested in the musical. But still, I saw it at least 2 times because I love Wano so much. So with Shonu, I think I would have seen it at least 2 times as well. But if I wasn't interested in the musical, I definitely would have stopped at 2, just like how I did with Wano's Equal. Now, how am I able to see Great Comet so many times? Number one, because I love Shonu so much. But number two, I really think this musical is quite entertaining. It really is. Now I still struggle to see this musical. I get so tired. I don't know. There's something about musicals that makes me sleepy. I'm not sure, but I still love it. I still love it, to see Shonu or to see Leo. I still love to see it. And so yeah, so definitely to see Leo 2 times, totally worth it. Just he's too amazing. And when he sings together with Yeonjung, it's like even more beautiful. I can't explain it, but it's so amazing. And so I can't say I'm strong. I'm just a big nerd. I guess I'm just thankfully I can afford it, and I just love to have my ears hear beautiful things, and so it's all good. But I'm definitely hitting my limit. I could feel it. I saw it 4 times already. I'm feeling my limit, but I'm still kind of crazy at the same time. So I still feel like I'm gonna see him more times than the amount of tickets I already bought. So again, I don't feel like I should be complimented. I'm just crazy, and I really do enjoy this musical in some sense, and the actors like do it for me as well. If they weren't so amazing, I would not see it this many times, that's for sure. And if Shonu wasn't really that great, I don't think I would see him this many times either, but he's really okay. Like it's so difficult for me to like rate him, but he's really so okay that it's really enough for me to like still watch him this many times. But anyways, like I said, don't compliment me, but thank you for saying I'm strong, and I'll see by the end of this how many total times will I really be watching it. I don't know, guys, because the thing is I've already spent so much money, so I really think my wallet will stop me more than my craziness. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. Okay. Gianzonaka says, what's up? What's up? Chrissy and maybe Lulu, if she hasn't seen it yet. If you want to see some Leo villain energy, you should watch his music video for a song called Blossom Tears. It's a collab with Lynn. Girl, why do I feel like I've seen this already? I don't know why, but this sounds so familiar to me. I will watch this right after this live is over. Blossom Tears. I just need to remember Blossom Tears. Okay, Blossom Tears. Okay, so you know that Leo plays a piano. Okay, is he really good at the piano? It is okay, but you're not sure if he plays the violin. Oh, and you can't remember if he does. I mean, if he plays the piano really well, no, it's a totally different instrument. But I feel like if he's musically talented, that's what I mean. So if he's really good at playing the piano, maybe he's just like he could very easily play the violin as well. I wonder. Oh my gosh, Leo is too amazing. I can't handle how amazing he is. He only cannot ad lib. Other than that, he's too amazing. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Gianzanaka says, "Oh, Leo has legs for days. You know, girl. I seeing his legs in person and in that really handsome outfit for Anatole. Oh my gosh. He's like 90% legs. It's not, I'm exaggerating, but it's so crazy. His long legs and you know, when he crosses his legs in an a-hole way while he's sitting down, it makes it even more like an a-hole because his legs are so long. So it feels like he's showing off how long his legs are. It feels like it, but I don't think he's really showing them off. But just the way he like acts like an a-hole, it feels that way, you know. And so I'm just like, you do you, buddy. I'm too what's the word, enamored. I'm too enamored with him. It's just and so when Vix did some of their more leg showy choreos, they always look great. Of course they would. Of course. And Guillaume's on a cut continuing. Chrissy, I will link you the video, but it's so long that I don't know if I could find the right one. It's okay. It's okay. I will Leo binge watch on videos one day and I'll try to find it. It's okay, but thank you for letting me know. And then Shawnyu needs to yes, Lulu, Shawnyu needs to bring his Fatal Love era into his Anatole. I didn't even think about that. His Fatal Love era was like a bad boy. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if he wants to, because the thing is, he has lots of fun on stage, and you know, him ad-libbing is just him. Excuse me, just him having fun and being his silly self. Even when he dances on stage, it's like him being silly, which I like to see. You know, so it's okay. It's okay. I mean, if he ever wants to change it up and try to be like a villain, maybe we'll see later. Who knows? But for now, it just doesn't seem like he's changing because he's just having so much fun, you know, and that's okay too. So let's wait and see later. Yeah, who knows? It's 2 more months. We'll see. You found a small clip of him from promo. Oh my gosh, yeah, just link me on Instagram. Rike says the costumes show their legs. Well, I agree. Good job to their costume department. And then notes from us. Yes, Lou. Notes from us. Shawnyu, be more of a villain. Surprise us with your tsundere mode. I wonder does Shawnyu even can do tsundere? Because I don't think I've ever seen him be that way, but you're acting in a musical. You can act like a different person, just like how Leo is. He's so different from his original personality. So if Shawnyu wants to try and outside of his box and can like have fun on stage, but like be a different person, I don't know. We have to wait and see. Yeah. Lulu says you don't need to be mean, but a sneaky bear. Okay. Not being mean, but be a sneaky bear. Okay, we wait and see. Who knows? Like if Shawnyu is watching, let's I don't want to believe it, but if Shawnyu is watching and he wants to take notes, we'll see. I mean, I still find that what a crazy coincidence. I talk about him having, if he has black hair, it would change it for me. And then the next show I see of him, he kind of has black hair. I was like, is he watching me? But no way. I really want to believe that's a coincidence. But let's Shawnyu, if you're watching. We'll see. Lulu says, I would like to see that appearance as death and of Leo. Yeah. And then Lulu says, Chrissy gushing for the tall boy indeed. Oh my gosh. I'm usually not into super tall boys, in all honesty. I mean, I'm not into Hyungwon, even though he's the tallest guy. I'm still not into him. So it depends a lot about, who exactly the person is. But just Leo, just how he looks like it just it's wild, but I'm not attracted to him. I know it's so confusing. I swear I'm not attracted to Leo. So when I say someone is handsome, like I can just see that they're handsome and admit that they're handsome, but I'm not attracted to them. It's like when I call Hyungwon handsome, but zero attraction. You guys get me? So that's basically how I feel with Leo. He's like another Hyungwon, let's be real. Yeah, let's be real. Okay. so 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 yeah, I think he's so handsome. He's so tall and handsome. Like I find him more tall and handsome than Hyungwon. I don't know what is it. Like feel free to disagree with me, but I find Leo's height with his handsomeness is just overall looks more handsome than how Hyungwon is. But I'm still not attracted to Leo. I don't know what it is. I'm only attracted to some things, but yeah, I'm not attracted to him. I'm just he's handsome. He's a great Leo Natal. That's it. But I swear I'm not attracted to him. I really feel nothing. Yeah. So, anyways, let's go. Let's go. Um. Lulu says if he can show body rolling Shaunu in love into this role, it will be devastating. Oh my gosh, that's. I mean, when he does dance moves on the stage, he does like silly ones, but he should do like cool ones. Yeah, why doesn't he do like a body roll? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. All right. But anyways, thanks everyone for hearing me vent and review about this musical, even though I've seen it more than once now. But I still have new things to say all the time. And like I have a different view each time I'm going. So I wanna, comments about that. And yeah, and like Shauna usually does something new. And even though I don't have another ticket to see Leo Natal again, but never say never. When if I decide to see him again, I'll let you guys know. But I really hope they have a discount sale again. Surely they will. They better because I'm still so bitter. I'm still so bitter that I missed it by one day. And so yeah, so I'm gonna wait until they announce a new sale before I buy any more tickets. So yeah, I'm controlling myself. It's like I must wait until they do another sale. So it's all good. Um what else to say? Yeah, just I'll see you guys again on April 10th. No, I mean not see, but I'll tweet about it, and then we'll do the live most likely April 11th, I guess. Yeah, I feel like that's it to say for now. Okay, until next time. As always, be healthy, be safe, be careful. Good day, good night. Don't worry, be happy, stay happy. Take care of everything around you. That's it. Okay, that's it. I know. I don't know. I always feel like there's something more I need to say, but it's not coming to mind. Anyways, oh. Lulu says Leo equals man handsome. Hyungwon equals college boy handsome. I think you're right, girlfriend. I think you're right. I didn't even think about that until now, but Leo definitely looks more manly, handsome for real. Not that Hyungwon is not a man, but Hyungwon, even though he's 30 years old, his real age is 30 years old right now, but he still looks like a college boy. Yeah, he does, which is not a bad thing. You looking young is great, but yes, Hyungwon is more like college boy handsome, and Leo is definitely a man. He is. And anyways, yeah, you guys know. Okay. And then Gianzonica says, okay. Oh, you sent me the link. Thank you. Okay. Oh no, yeah, that's why I told you to send me on Instagram, because I think when you put links here in YouTube chat, it doesn't show up. And indeed, I do not see it. So yes, I confirm I do not see links here. So that's why, yeah, don't send links here. But yeah, just Insta to me. It's all good. I will watch them all before I go to sleep. All good. Have a good night, you too, buddy. You too, everyone here. Good night, good day. Why do I keep thinking there's more things to say? I don't know, but enjoy everything. Any Shaw News stuff that you could see on Twitter by fans, yeah, enjoy them. And everything about I.M, he's like doing fan signs almost every day, so enjoy all of that. Oh my gosh, he's so silly. He told us about these new heart things. Did you guys see that? So here's a bunny heart. Isn't that cute? That's supposed to be like a bunny. This is a bunny heart, and then a snail like this. Isn't that funny? It looks like a snail, right? So anyways, he learned these things from fans, he said. And so yeah, so just if you guys were like curious why he's like doing these things, yeah, this is a bunny heart. Okay, isn't that so cute? Little bunny. And then when he does something like this, it's supposed to be a snail. Do you see? It's like a snail. anyways, I think it's cute. Okay, like yeah, how do fans think of these things? But yeah, okay, goodbye, I should go, good night, you too everyone, good night, see you later, bye.